Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to High Top Sports Network's coverage of WPIAL Class 4A Greater Allegheny Conference Varsity Football. This evening, live from Andy Kosneski Field in Indiana, it will be the Riverhawks of Armstrong against the Little Indians of Indiana on this Sprinkles Neighborhood Market game night. My name is Josh Reddingwest, joined by John Bowser and Ryan Burns on the camera, and we are looking forward to a good one. John, a game that has some playoff implications in it.
Yeah, absolutely, John. We were talking about it before the broadcast here. Armstrong sitting here 2-2 in the section. Indiana's getting 3-3 in the section. Both teams are going to make the playoffs, but it's kind of battling for position and seeding. And if Armstrong happens to win tonight, they would most likely have a home playoff game next week, which is obviously a huge advantage.
Yeah, it would be the first home playoff game in the history of the new stadium at Armstrong. They did have a home playoff game back in 2015 against Gateway. Fell in that game. Zane Dudek suffering an early injury on the first series of that game, but since then, no home playoff game, so obviously looking to get a home one at the nice new facility up there on Buffington Drive.
Yeah, that home game you're referring to against Gateway was the Canning High School Red Hole Field. Obviously, with the new stadium coming into effect, I believe in 2018, they'd like to, host a playoff game there and get the full effect with the home crowd and everything. So.
Well, the three of us here in the booth, all Katanning guys, very familiar with that Red Hole Field.
Legendary arena. Field, I would say.
Legendary field of battle.
Yeah, fence is right on top of the out of bounds line there.
Exactly. I've seen many guys get hit into that fence right by the benches. Some penalty flags thrown as well, but we're not going to see that tonight. These two teams, nice facility here at Andy Kosneski Field on the campus of Indiana Area Senior High School. And before we kick this one off, we are about 12 minutes and 50 seconds away. As you can see on the scoreboard cam, time, down, distance, and score will be available to you all night long up there. Got the second camera in action tonight, John, for a big game. Riverhawks about to take the field, and before we get this one started, I'm going to take a quick break. Thanks some of our awesome sponsors here on High Top Sports Network. Run some commercials so you can see all the great folks that help us make this possible. For Ryan Burns and John Bowser, my name is Josh Reckenglass. We'll be right back.
Protecting the things you love and how you do so is among the most important decisions you'll ever have to make. TGIF Solutions can provide you with the peace of mind by supplying answers to all of your insurance needs, whether it be home, auto, business, life, or farm coverage. Contact the team at the Shellhammer Atwood Agency today in West Katanning to be sure that you, your loved ones, and the things that matter most stay safe when it matters the most. TGIF Solutions, insurance for what matters.
Shop and Save at Franklin Village is a family-owned, community-dedicated supermarket with a wide variety of quality food and friendly personnel to make your shopping experience easy. Stop by their award-winning butcher shop where you'll find the freshest cuts of USDA-inspected beef, pork, and poultry. Head to the bakery for the freshest bread and rolls, and don't forget to stop by the deli for an excellent selection of cold cuts, meats, cheeses, and prepared foods like their fantastic fried chicken. That's Shop and Save at Franklin Village. With over 40 years of experience, the fine folks at Steffi's Country Catering in Adrian can provide you with several scrumptious options for your next family gathering, corporate event, or tailgate. Make sure to try one of their custom meat and cheese trays or pick up a delicious Sunday takeout special. Steffi's Country Catering is a Leader Times Silver Best Of winner 3 years running. And as the holidays approach, get back to celebrating with friends and family and leave the cooking to Steffi's. Sugar Rush Cupcakes by Tara are available by order. That's Steffi's Country Catering. Find them on Facebook.
Armscare, located at 85 Glade Drive in Katanning, provides the highest quality medical equipment, supplies, and service for use in your home. After an accident, illness, or surgery, the caring professionals at Armscare can assist you in getting the appropriate medical equipment into your home where you can make the most progress on your recovery. Armscare offers 24/7 emergency service as well as a wide variety of specialized medical equipment, and their experienced staff is committed to helping you or your loved one regain normalcy by providing the highest level of quality home care equipment, supplies, and service. Contact Armscare at 545-3200 today.
Gross Embroidery and Sign Shop is the official clother of High Top Sports Network and is a family-owned company that can handle all your custom embroidery, custom sign, and laser engraving needs. Located at 409 4th Street in downtown Fort City, Gross Embroidery and Sign Shop can create sports and career apparel to the exact specifications of your organization. Their laser engraving department can put your logo or design on glasses, tumblers, insulated cups, signs, coffee cups, and more. Call Gross Embroidery and Sign Shop at 724-763-2461 today.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Ryan Bowser in Ford City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Yeah, he said it sounded fine. Yeah. Maybe pull it just a touch closer to you. If I turn my headphones down a little bit.
Is that better?
Yeah. Back up. Yes. All right, I'm coming back on here. And welcome back to High Top Sports Network on this TGIF Solutions game night. My name is Josh Regenhaus, joined by John Bowser and Ryan Burns here in the booth at Andy Kosneski Field on the campus of Indiana Area Senior High School. Riverhawks and Little Indians about to kick it off. Apologies for that brief glitch there. We're having some internet issues up here in the press box. I rebooted everything, so hopefully we are good to go. You caught the Riverhawks there. Coming on to the field, Indians about to take the field right now. And, John, we are going to see one of the best quarterbacks in all of Western Pennsylvania tonight, Caden Olson, nearing the 2,000-yard mark. I believe he needs just under 200 yards to get to that 2,000-yard passing mark for the second season in a row. And one thing that Caden has really added to his game this year is the run game. 172 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns last week in that crucial victory over Plum. Caden Olson up to about 715 yards rushing on the season. That's a tremendous amount of rushing yards for a guy that's known for his arm. Well, we have the band right underneath us, so apologies if we get drowned out a little bit. They got no love for John Bowser up here, just really turned up the juice once he started talking. So players out to the middle of the field for the coin toss. Olson out there. Alongside number 50, Cherokee Schreckengoff, number 73, Julius Barnes, and number 11, Noah Shuttleworth. Those are the captains for the Riverhawks. Indiana will receive. It looked like Armstrong won the toss and deferred there, John.
We talked to Jack 30 minutes ago. Armstrong won the toss, but decided to wait till second half.
And we are in a very tight booth here, folks, so apologies if you hear a lot of surround sound noise. I'm right next to the public address announcer, and the band, as mentioned, right underneath us to our left. Also another broadcast going on, so that's right. Nothing like a jam-packed press box on a Friday night, John. So the Riverhawks will kick off here. Get this one underway with a win. Armstrong will clinch the home playoff berth. We were trying to do the math on the way up here, John. I believe Indiana is in, regardless of the outcome. Plum forfeited a game in Section 2 and 4 record now for the Mustangs. They were tied with Indiana, though Indiana had the head-to-head win, so even if Indiana loses tonight and Plum wins, the Little Indians will have the tiebreak.
So basically, there's 5 teams that are going to make the playoffs out of the Greater Allegheny Conference. Hampton has clinched the section title. Armstrong sits right now in second place all by themselves with a 4-2 record. Usually they're Pittsburgh, Salem, and Indiana, all tied at 3-3, jockeying for position. I believe Highlands is hosting Knock tonight, and Greensburg Salem has Plum. So a lot still to be figured out. We know the team, but a lot still to be figured out seeding-wise.
Yeah, Highlands hosting Knock. We were supposed to do that game here on High Top Sports Network, but the circumstances are out of our control, really, inclement weather, and we were not guaranteed a spot in the Highlands press box, and it's just, we had to make a game time call there.
Josh, we were talking on the way up about the weather today, and everything got rain, and we thought it was going to be pretty soggy here tonight. So we couldn't really ask for a more beautiful night. You know, I know it's a little chilly out, but this is football weather here. What would you expect the last Friday of the regular season here between these two teams that get ready to kick them out here?
Well, this opening kickoff brought to you by the Belmont Complex. Tonight's opening kickoff is sponsored by the Belmont Sports Complex in Lescataning. Kickoff fumbled a little bit, but a decent return out over the 32 to 35. Looking for the number there. That is number 2 for the Little Indians, Devin Flint.
field position for the block of the game here. Coach.
So Flint will line up under center here. Two-back formation. The pitch outside to the left. Number 32 gets the corner, and he has a good gain. Corbin Wilson with a nice gain on first down for Indiana.
Corbin Wilson coming around the edge here after the pitch and got a nice gain.
Second and 3.
So 2nd and 3 now for Indiana. Flint looking to the sideline for the signal. Everybody checking that wristband with the plays on it. Right behind Flint is number 26, Zach Harrington. Flint gonna give it off inside. That was Harrington. He's gonna have enough for a first down right there, John.
Dive up the middle, but not get the first down.
First and 10 on Indiana's 46.
Interesting to note, Josh, both these teams average over 30 points a game. We're anticipating that here tonight. Armstrong gives up 17 points a game, so their defense has been stout at times this year, but last week I know they gave up 28 with Lund, so we'll see what the Little Indians can muster on the scoreboard tonight.
Inside handoff. Once again, that is Harrington, but he is stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Dozick Zablocki in there first on the tackle for the Riverhawks. So that'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Gain of 1 for Harrington.
You can see Indiana early on wants to establish the run here, Josh. First 3 plays up the middle, first 3 plays, the running plays. Looking to get that going here early on.
So Flint under center. Oh, little motion. They were going to run into each other right there, and that's going to be a procedure penalty against the Indians. Corbin Wilson in motion, and I believe number 15, Liam McFarland, was the other back. They both went in motion. Can't do that. So the flag comes out. 5-yard penalty against Indiana.
Well, Indiana gives you a lot to look at. A lot of motion, pre-snap motion, and a little bit too much on that play there, Josh. Like I said, you can't have 2 guys going at the same time. So that'll back them up 5.
So 2nd and 14 here for the Little Indians. Flint going to keep it. Tries to escape the pocket, but cannot. Dozick Zablocki in there once again. Zablocki shooting the gap right there, getting into the backfield and dropping Flint.
Nice job by the middle linebacker there, Zablocki. Saw that it was a quarterback draw all the way, read it real nice, and was able to stop Flint in his tracks. Actually, we'll guess we can call that a sack since he lost a yard there, Josh. So.
That is indeed a sack. Though it looked like Flint was definitely trying to get out of that pocket and rush. Zablocki got there, dropped him for a 1-yard loss, so 3rd and 15 now. Pitch outside to the right. And got a crack right there. Going to cut it back and get a first down. Liam McFarland with a good run getting outside. And that's something that we've seen the Hawks get victimized so far in this season are those long stretch runs. We saw it against Hampton. We saw it right there with McFarland.
I'm sure Indiana's watched that tape too. So, pitch there coming near side here. Not to be denied, able to get the first down. On 3rd and 15 too, so a big run for Indiana.
Yeah, really big first down. I'm sure that's one Coach Fabian would like to have back. Coach Hooks on the defensive side of the ball makes the play calls. And you don't want to give up 3rd and 15 ever, let alone on the ground.
On the ground, for sure. And he got it easily.
So with a fresh set of downs here and another procedure penalty, I believe, going to go against the Little Indians. False start once again.
Yeah, number 15 wasn't set there, Josh. He was still in motion when the ball was being snapped.
Here we go.
Indiana will back up 5 again here.
Well, 2 steps forward, 1 step back so far on this drive for Indiana, but still have the ball. 8:45 left here in the first. Pitch outside to the left. Try to cut it back inside. There was number 22, Derek Miller. What a nice tackle by number 88 for the Riverhawks.
That's going to be a loss of yards. It'll be 2nd and 16.
Connor Jacobs.
Jacobs in good pursuit there. Was able to stop the runner for Indiana right in his tracks. You guys want me to yell out? They can't hear me.
2nd and 16 after that procedure penalty and rush. Again, motion nearly
32.
clipping each other, but that's Wilson, I believe, going to get a nice run on the counter. Gordon Wilson.
First down, Indiana on Armstrong's 30-yard line.
2 times now, this first possession drive where Indiana's backed up 2nd and long, 3rd and long. They're able to get the first down on the ground.
And here we go with a fresh set of downs.
Look at that, Zach Harrington run.
Zach Harrington on that carry.
65 on the tackle.
Seems to be becoming a trend here. Indiana just kind of
Just say
even if they have a
one.
little bit to go, there's a way to get the run in there.
2nd and 1 now. For the Little Indians, clock winding under 7 minutes. Indiana has had the ball since the opening kickoff, so a good drive here for the Little Indians. Flint going to keep it himself, going right side, trying to get outside, finds a little bit of a lane, tried to cut it back, but a good tackle by Connor Segola.
We're going to give him 11 yards.
The way there,
Number 2,
really,
on the tackle.
Indiana's
First and goal, just inside the 10-yard line.
get all the way down to the first and goal and go here.
Down to the 10, Indiana moving the ball with authority here. So Flint under center, keeps it himself again, goes left side, diving tackle. I believe that was Zablocki again.
Roll at the 6. 12-88 on the tackle. That's Blocky and Jacobs again.
So a great drive here for Indiana, 5:40. Right there, a little fake motion by Corbin Wilson, goes back to his position.
Armstrong's defense bow up here. Good stop.
That's Harrington again. He's hit. First contact, able to fall forward. Down around the 2-yard line, it looks. So a gain of 4 there for Harrington. Well, you can't ask for anything better to open the game like this, John, with this very sustained, efficient, methodical drive by the Little Indians. John, I think I'm going to have to do some sound work here. You're getting drowned out by the band big time. So at our first break, we will do that. In for the touchdown, Indiana on the board first. I believe that was Flint able to get in there from 2 yards out on 3rd down.
Why an opening drive there, Josh? One statement made by Indiana.
Looks like the offense will stay on the field for the point after.
Maybe they're going for 2. Looking at the sideline, looking at the wristband here. He's playing tape. He's under center. Here is a pitch. 32. He's in. 32.
22, Gordon Wilson, yes, the 2-2 conversion.
So 8-0.
No, empty. 4:39 on the end, it takes an 8-0 game.
Okay, so I know you're how many people bigger than you?
Go ahead and talk into that mic, John.
Check.
Sounds pretty good. Try it again.
Josh, and then they top it off by a little salt and wind over two there, and making it 8-0. So, talking about these higher power offenses. Every play was a run. Even one time, Clint dropped back to pass. It was a quarterback draw, so Indiana got exactly what they wanted there. It's my first time seeing that, but it seems like they're a run dominant team. We're going to see that the rest of the night. So Armstrong's going to have to make some kind of adjustment.
So the touchdown and 2-point conversion in favor of the Little Indians. 8-0 here to start. Riverhawks offense yet to see the field. 4:39 left, and big number 60 up to kick it off. Little short kick right there, taking on a run with a full head of steam. Was a blocking all the way up near midfield.
13 tripped them off.
Armstrong with good field position, looking to answer here quickly. You have to think about Armstrong. They have a quick strike kind of offense. And that might be interesting to see, how that plays out. Indiana more than methodical to run the ball up and down the field. Armstrong with we talked about Olsen's running ability, but they're predominantly, they want to get the ball in the air to their receivers, make big plays. So we'll see which one kind of has the better luck of it.
Riverhawks with the ball for the first time this evening. 4:35 on the clock, so 7 minutes and 25 seconds. Indiana held that ball. Olsen takes the snap in motion. Going to run it himself. Gets hit low right there after a gain of about 4. And that's what you worry about with Caden Olsen, and he's already kind of not limping or anything like that, but definitely felt that. They're aiming for those thighs.
Yeah, well, it's the 10th game of the year, Josh, so he's going to have some bumps and bruises, and then Harrington got him pretty good there, like you said, in the thigh area there, so it didn't feel real good in the cold night, I'm sure. Nonetheless, there he is.
Well, Olsen is a big kid, really grown into his frame this year. Able to take some more of those hits maybe than he would have a year ago.
Pass to 88.
Comes back across. That's Connor Jacobs. He's going to have a first down. Tries to get to the middle of the field. Finally tackled around the 32-yard line by Harrington. Nice play.
Nice little play there from Armstrong. They had Stoller coming in motion there, and then brought Jacobs on a little screen there. He had some nice daylight, some blockers in front of him to get the first down.
So fresh set of downs here for the Riverhawks. Clock continues to roll. Armstrong taking its time. Olsen going to keep it himself again. Little stutter step. Sheds a man and able to fall forward for a gain of about 8.
It's a nice play there, and you can see how Olsen kind of sells it too. He drops back and brings his shoulders up, and you can see the Indiana defense kind of rise up as if he's going to throw it, but then he just runs right past it and gets a quick 8 yards there. So, staying ahead of the stick, 2nd and 2 coming up.
Little stutter step there in the pocket too on that design run. Had a couple of guys going.
Leaning the wrong way.
Leaning, indeed. So Olsen here at the 24. 2nd and 2 after that gain of 8. Olsen again keeps it himself. All kinds of daylight in front of him, sprinting toward the end zone. Falls forward. He's right at the goal line. And down right at about the half-yard line. What a run by Olsen. Turned on the Jets right there in the open field.
Big run. Olsen again, they're going to the line here, Josh. They're going to go quick.
Olsen sneaking forward, all 6'5" of them. I can't believe I haven't heard a whistle yet.
He was in, right?
He was definitely in. So Armstrong comes right back down the field. Olsen leading the Riverhawks with his legs. Didn't even get a chance to say that we were in the Ryan Bowser red zone because Olsen flew right through it.
Well, they were in, and then they were quickly out of the Ryan Bowser red zone and into the end zone. See, is Armstrong going to kick the extra point, or is he going to go for two, Josh? They're going.
Well, they're going for two, and a nice play there. A little trickeration. Olsen once again. So let the man do it himself.
So if you have 8-8 after your first quarter square, you're looking pretty good right now. Like you said, Josh, Olsen primarily on the ground there with his legs. Indiana anticipating, Olsen going at them through the air. He had the one screen to Jacobs, but other than that, it was Olsen on the keepers.
Well, even though that wasn't an extra point, that 2-point conversion sponsored by UFP Parker LLC. It's an essential business that needs essential people like you. UFP Parker LLC's products are key to everyday life and wide-ranging, including treated lumber trusses and building components, concrete forming materials, and industrial packaging. For more information on a career with UFP Parker, call 814-316-1033.
We got a fun game here tonight, Josh. Early on, we can see that we talked about both these teams making the playoffs. They're fighting for seeding and everything. So, second place is a home game. That's a big deal. So it's going to be back and forth all night, I get the feeling.
Kickoff there, taken at about the 11-yard line by Wilson. And hit. Oh, the flag comes in late.
A little extracurricular there.
Ryan Burns was showing everyone out there that it's raining before that kickoff. Well, face mask goes against the Riverhawks. So that'll tack on 15. They actually had that kick covered pretty well.
They did. It's a big penalty.
So Indiana will start this drive on their own 36-yard line. So if that 15-yard penalty, they had Wilson hemmed up at about the 21, just an 11-yard return, about a 10-yard return actually. Riverhawks helping out a little
Sorry
bit.
there, Josh. As you said, the weather has changed here. We got a little rain coming down. So how does that impact these two teams who basically went up and down?
You spoke it into existence right there. That slick football comes out of Flint's hands, and the Riverhawks fall on it. I think Big Julius Barnes ended up with the recovery, number 73. He flipped it back to the left. So right there, John, you're just talking about it. How will the weather affect it? That ball came out. Turnover by the Little Indians.
Right away. Well, how these teams went up and down the field, I was trying to say that, the weather's going to have some kind of impact, see if they'll slow them down. But obviously, turnover game came into play there. So see if Armstrong can take advantage.
So Olsen will start in the gun. That's a handoff. No, it isn't. Olsen keeps it again. He slipped right there. That field turf's getting wet. Shuttleworth came in motion right there. Another RPO for Caden Olsen. That time his feet came out from under him. Actually gained a yard, though.
I think he had something there, Josh, but he just, like you said, lost his footing and slipped.
So Olsen in the gun. Takes the snap. He's going to look deep. Well, actually looking underneath, got a wide open Connor Jacobs. Once again, Jacobs spins off a tackle, still on his feet. And finally hit and dropped. Referee spotting that one at about the 19 for forward progress there for Connor Jacobs to the 19-yard line. It looked like Olsen was going to take a shot deep, but Jacobs standing out there in the flat all by himself.
It did. It looked like he pump faked to Shuttleworth there, who was going deep. And that drew the defender, and then he hit Jacobs underneath there for a big gain, first down.
Well, that's a smart quarterback right there, going through his progressions and not taking a shot down the field, maybe into coverage, finding the open man in Jacobs. That's his second catch. Olsen going to tuck it and run again, keep it himself. Falls forward, gain of about 5.
You say falls forward when you're 6'5" and you fall forward, that's probably about 5 yards every time. And if he gets a step, it could be more.
36, you'll say.
Fast moving first quarter here, Josh. We're almost under 30 seconds.
Indeed. Olsen inside the Ryan Bowser State Farm red zone, taking a shot to the end zone. Isaiah Brown by himself. Oh! I think Isaiah might have jumped just a shade too early right there, John.
Yeah, an impressive route by Brown and an impressive throw, but like you said, just a little too early on his mistimed his jump, or else he would have had it, looked like. Armstrong taking a shot there on second down. Now here they are, 3rd and 6.
Well, one thing we saw last week in that game against Plum, it was kind of raining in a similar fashion to this, and the Riverhawks were just content to stay on the ground with Alex Patton and Caden Olsen. Olsen, his lowest passing output of the season last week, but still, as I said, 172 yards on the ground with 3 touchdowns. So Coach Fabian seemingly unafraid to take some shots in the rain tonight.
16 seconds left in the first.
And John, we got a timeout on the field, so while we have a timeout on the field, we're going to take a timeout here to thank one of our great sponsors on High Top Sports Network for Ryan Burns and John Bowser. We'll be right back on this TGIF Solutions game night.
Protecting the things you love and how you do so is among the most important decisions you'll ever have to make. TGIF Solutions can provide you with the peace of mind by supplying answers to all of your insurance needs, whether it be home, auto, business, life, or farm coverage. Contact the team at the Shellhammer Atwood Agency today in West Katanning to be sure that you, your loved ones, and the things that matter most stay safe when it matters the most. TGIF Solutions, insurance for what matters.
Welcome back to High Top Sports Network's coverage of WPIAL Class 4A Greater Allegheny Conference Varsity Football. Riverhawks and Little Indians here on this TGIF Solutions game night. Tied at 8 apiece, 16 seconds left in the first quarter. My name is Josh Schreckengoss, joined by John Bowser and Ryan Burns.
Yes, I'm interested to see this 3rd down call here, Josh. Armstrong calls a timeout. Do they run it? Do they throw it? What do they do here?
Well, Olsen looking again, fires over the middle, has Shuttleworth underneath. Shuttleworth before the goal line, but stopped short about the 2. But that will be a first down for the Riverhawks. Olsen just slinging it across the middle right there, hit Shuttleworth between the 1s and down inside the 5.
Nice job by Shuttleworth finding a little opening in that zone and able to sneak in there and get all the way down, like you said, to the 2-yard line on the last play of the first quarter.
And that will bring us to the end of the first quarter, all tied up here at Andy Kosneski Field on the campus of Indiana Area Senior High School. Riverhawks and Little Indians knotted at 8 apiece. And while we have a moment between quarters, we'd like to thank one of our great sponsors here on High Top Sports Network, Phoenix Physical Therapy, Katanning and Roll Valley. Life is all about motion, so orthopedic injuries are just a part of life. Phoenix Physical Therapy, Roll Valley, and Katanning will help you recover, recharge, and rise to new heights after an injury by creating a program focused on you. Your life should be pain-free and filled with the activities that you love. And with help from Phoenix, you can get there. Schedule 24/7 online at phoenixphysicaltherapy.com or call them to make your appointment today. Well, as you said, John, a quick moving first half there. Indiana kept the ball for the first 7 minutes. 7+ minutes. I think it was about 7 minutes and 25 seconds.
7.5-minute drive, yeah.
And then the Riverhawks right down the field score. Olsen with the sneak from just inside the 1-yard line. And then Olsen himself again on the 2-point. That will tie it back up.
Then Armstrong had that turnover.
Yeah.
Now they're right back in scoring position here again.
Now the Riverhawks looking to take the lead for the first time this evening. First play of the second quarter. Little pitch right there, plowing forward, still on his feet. His number 22, Caleb Retzer.
I don't think he got in there, Josh.
I don't think he did either. Good stack there by Indiana, creating the wall. Retzer unable to get through it.
Armstrong went quick to the line there like they did on Olsen's quarterback sneak for a touchdown. I think Indiana was anticipating that, but the toss to Retzer right up the middle and did not work. See what they call here on second and goal from the. Says the 2, but it looks more like the 1.
Yeah, Olsen in the gun right now. Alex Patton. And there's a reverse. And Shuttleworth going to look for Olsen in the back of the touchdown. Wow. Here, you saw that play develop, and I thought, well, let's see if Caden can find the back of the end zone, and he did. And Shuttleworth floating it over the coverage for the touchdown pass. Shuttleworth to Olsen, 2-yard touchdown. Oh, and the Riverhawks are on top.
That was a dime there from Shuttleworth to Olsen, right over the defender's outstretched hand, and Olsen able to find the back of the end zone.
Yeah, give Shuttleworth credit right there for, and Olsen fires to the end zone. Brown unable to hang on to the 2-point. And that'll make it 14-8. But back to what I was saying, give Shuttleworth credit right there. He waited for Olsen to get free of the coverage, and looking like a quarterback himself, just tossed it ever so gently over the outstretched hands of the linebacker. And Olsen got both of those big mitts on it, hauled it in for the touchdown grab.
Well-designed play, well-designed execution, and then, like you said, Shuttleworth with the patience, obviously predominantly he's on the other end of those passes, but showed great patience and was able to get the touchdown pass to Olsen there. As we see, the Riverhawk also is staying dry on a wet night here.
Riverhawk with an umbrella. That's an interesting look right there down on the sidelines. And before this kickoff, we'd like to thank Shop and Save at Franklin Village. Some great weekly specials: boneless center cut pork loin chops, buy one, get one free. Angus boneless top round London broil, just $3.99 a pound. Love some London broil. And some fresh Atlantic salmon fillets, $7.99 a pound. And if you're like me, you love Isley's chip chopped ham, $3.99 a pound, on sale at the deli. So make sure you stop into Shop and Save at Franklin Village. Remember, fuel perks all day, every day at Shop and Save at Franklin Village. And the kickoff after the touchdown grab by Olsen, a little short kick.
Number 10.
That was taken at about the 26 by number 10, Evan Brocious.
So you got across the 30, Josh. Out to about so we're going to call it the 37, 38-yard line. So, again,
yeah, about 11 yards. 11-yard return there on the short kick. Coach Fabian electing to let Tanner Stockdale just pooch it on that kick. Brocious brings it up to the 36, so about a 10, 11-yard return there. But still good field position for the Indians to start.
Indiana's third drive, as we said in the first drive, marched up and down the field for a touchdown in the 2-point conversion. Second drive, first play, they fumbled. So
Hand off to Harrington.
Well, Flint hands off to Harrington. He plows forward. Just one block and go right there for Harrington. Gain of 6.
Not messing around. He's not trying to make any cuts or anything. As soon as he gets that ball, like you said, he's going. And Indiana's offensive line getting a good push for him. So.
Be careful out there in the water.
Sets up a 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5, so a gain of 5 for Harrington. On that first down carry, Flint under center, man in motion, pitch outside to Liam McFarland, and he gets the edge. And we'll get forward and move the chains once again. Those stretch plays kind of been the Achilles heel for Armstrong so far throughout this season.
Yeah, especially here tonight. We've really, Indiana's got, I'm going to say, at least 10 yards on every one of those plays. They've ran it 3 or 4 times, and every time they're successful.
So fresh set of downs here for the Little Indians. And as long as they can hang on to the ball, the Indiana is moving it very, very well.
At will.
Against this Armstrong front. Handoff inside once again. That was Harrington. Nowhere to go. Saw Dylan Gagini in there first. So credit Dylan with the tackle on that first down carry. Gain of a couple.
And basically with Indiana's offense, Josh, you got to figure once they get across midfield, you're looking at 4 plays to get 10 yards. And Armstrong has not been able to stop that yet. Probably running plays too, as we've seen.
Yeah. Yeah, have not seen Indiana attempt a pass yet this evening as we approach 9:30 left in the first half. Flint going to keep it himself. Goes forward. Looked like the hit.
That will say 5. It's going to be 3rd and
Did not catch the number there, Josh. I apologize.
I think it's 65.
65 on the tackle.
That was Owen Kamer.
Yep. So setting up 3rd and short here for the Little Indians.
I actually looked for an 85, and there isn't one of those on the roster because there isn't one on the field. Flint, handoff, Harrington, stays on his feet. And that's a game-saving tackle right there by Kamer. Might have saved 6.
Yeah, definitely saved six, but Indiana still able to get the first down and move the sticks.
88 on the tackle, Connor Jacobs.
Oh, they're going to give Connor Jacobs the tackle on that,
Jacobs.
actually.
I think he tripped him up, yeah.
Yeah, that 88 and the 68 look very similar when the jersey gets bunched up. And
They do.
I'm getting older, John. You know, they say the brain is the first thing to go, but might be my vision.
We'll go with that.
Brain's already gone. Flint, hands off, nowhere to go right there. Oh, swinging for the ball.
Ball was out.
And let's see if that fumble is forced. In there swinging for it.
It looks like Indiana recovered, but the ball was definitely out.
Boy, Cherokee Schreckengoss took 2 big whacks at that ball.
And that second one got it loose there, Josh. I saw it pop out. It's right, the ball's right in front of my line of vision here, and it definitely popped out.
Well, give Cherokee Schreckengoss credit right there. You know, you don't hear the whistle, you play to the whistle.
Absolutely.
And when you got a guy stacked up like that, why not take a couple swings at the ball?
It was almost like right before the whistle, but he was able to get that hand in there and punch it out, but not able to recover.
So Flint, another pitch, looking for that stretch to the right side. River, and that's going to be a flag. I think we're going to get a hold or a block in the back. Looked like Zablocki might have been held on that play.
Obviously, with Indiana being a predominantly running team, whenever there's any kind of penalty like that, you would think that would hinder their ability to move the ball. But as we've seen, they've had a couple third 15s, third 12s, and they've been able to get it on the ground as the rain is picking up here, Josh.
Yeah, it's coming a little sideways here, right into the windows. Going to have to get the Riverhawks umbrella up in here.
Yeah. I think they're going to share that, though.
So that holding penalty makes it 2nd and 19 here from the 37-yard line of the Riverhawks. Flint drops back, rolling out, will fire down the field, has a man wide open. Oh, man, let me tell you, Corbin Wilson's not going to sleep well tonight. He's going to want that one back and will not want to see the tape because that was right in his hands. Great throw by Flint on the run, rolling out.
And yeah, like we talked about, Indiana's first pass of the night. Oh, we got a roughing the passer penalty, though, on Armstrong. So scratch that. Now we're going to get a first down for the Little Indians. I did not see it. I was watching the play, but flag is on the field, though.
Yeah, somebody must have got Flint as he rolled out and after he released the ball. So the holding penalty negated by that roughing the passer. And now Indiana with a fresh set of downs thanks to that infraction.
And tough for Armstrong. It would have been 3rd and 19. Really putting Indiana in a bind there, but not to be there with the roughing the passer penalty.
So just outside the red zone at the 22, Flint going to keep it himself, try and push forward, get to about the 20.
Not much doing there, Josh.
Connor Jacobs was in there, and Dylan Gagini in there first, number 52. So Gagini, credit him with that tackle. Jacobs came in to clean it up. This is what we've seen out of Indiana with the ball. Very content to just take their time, methodically pound the ball on the ground, though they did have a wide open receiver there on their lone pass of the game so far. Pitch going, looking for that left stretch play. I think Jacobs was in there first.
Nice job by Jacobs setting the edge there, forcing the runner back inside, back to the Armstrong defense. Nice job by Jacobs.
Yeah, that was Corbin Wilson trying to find the left side. Jacobs able to slow him down. Zablocki came in to clean it up.
First time Armstrong's been successful in stopping that stretch play like you've been talking about, Josh.
3rd and 8 now for Indiana. At the 21-yard line, rain picking up a little bit here.
You got to figure, Josh, both teams offensively have to be pretty confident in themselves right now. It's a matter of defenses. Who's going to be able to get the stops consistently tonight? That's going to be the key to the game.
Oh, in motion, right side of the line of Indiana, all moved in unison, but one problem, the ball had not been snapped, so that's going to be a false start. You can take your pick on the right side of that Indiana line right there.
It's always an interesting look whenever you're watching a game and you see everybody moving except the ball is not,
Yeah, the center's like, hey, guys, where are you going?
Hang on. I'm the one that's supposed to start this.
So that will push Little Indians back 5 yards. It's a 3rd and 14 now. Clock continues to roll. 5:20 left here in the first half. Very fast-moving first half. Gagini giving chase to Flint. He's rolling out, just fires it out of bounds. Looked like number 25, Blake Hodak, was in the area, but that throw by Flint wide and out of bounds. That'll bring up a 4th and 14. Stop the clock, 5:10. From here, John, it would be about a 43-yard field goal. Don't think we're going to see that.
I don't think so, but Gagini with a nice pressure up the middle there, and also pressured by number 58, Jackson Hogan. So really forced Flint to throw the ball before he even wanted to, or before his receivers could even really get open downfield. So 4th and 14, a big play here. Indiana's, like I said, they're not going to get a field goal. They're going to go here. So Armstrong's had trouble stopping these long-distance plays here, but see if they can make a stop here.
Well, we've seen Indiana pick up a 3rd and 15 on the ground. Now 4th and 14. We've got a timeout. Little Indians. And while we have a timeout, let's take a timeout to thank some of our great sponsors here on High Top Sports Network. I'd like to thank Ryan Bowser State Farm, our official Red Zone sponsor of the evening. Buckle up with State Farm to find auto insurance that fits you and your family's needs. Agent Ryan Bowser can assist you with all of your auto insurance needs, from collision and comprehensive to rental and rideshare. State Farm is the largest auto insurance provider in the United States, and Ryan Bowser can help you find the plan that's right for you and your family. Contact Ryan Bowser at 724-763-9331 today. We'd also like to thank Olson Chiropractic, the official halftime sponsor of Riverhawks football here on High Top Sports Network. When the aches and pains of everyday life have you stuck on the sidelines, make sure to visit the caring professionals at Olson Chiropractic at 159 Butler Road, Suite 2A, West Katanning. Dr. Ryan Olson and his experienced staff will get you back in the game in no time. So thanks to those sponsors and all of our wonderful sponsors here on High Top Sports Network. So a big 4th down coming up here. Rain intensifying at Andy Kosneski Field. Here's the snap. Flint back in the pocket, under pressure, looking to set up a screen. He's got it, and that's going to be trouble right there. The Riverhawks bit on that hard. The screen pass to Zach Harrington goes 26 yards for the touchdown.
Well, the previous play, we talked about Gagini and Hogan getting pressured on Flint. Indiana anticipated that again, called the screen play. It was the perfect play call at the right time. Number 26 was able to walk into the end zone after that.
So right now we've got a tie ball game, 14 apiece. Indiana looking to decide what they're going to do here. Looks like they're going to go for 2. I don't see big number 60 out. We saw him warming up. Brock Miller.
He was booting the ball in warm-ups.
Yeah, he definitely could boot an extra point for sure. He was kicking 25, 30-yard field goals. Flint rolls out, looking to pitch. He's got the pitch and stuffed. So the Riverhawks shut down that 2-point conversion attempt. Liam McFarland rocked. Nowhere to go. Stopped short of the goal line.
So Armstrong able to stop the 2-point conversion, but giving up that touchdown, a long 14 play, that's got to be a little demoralizing to your defense, knowing that Indiana can kind of do that almost, as we've seen, whenever they want, picking up long, big chunk plays. So somebody's got to get a stop here tonight. I think eventually Josh to win this game, but so far that hasn't happened. So that's why we're tied.
5:01 to go here in the first half. While we await the kickoff, let's thank another great sponsor, Stanley's Bar and Grill at 507 4th Avenue in Ford City. Stanley's Bar and Grill is a great place to catch the game, meet up with friends, and enjoy a great meal on Friday night. Stanley's Bar and Grill is an Armstrong County institution and features a great atmosphere and an even better food selection. Be sure to try the hot sausage sandwich, highly recommended by the High Top Sports Network team at Stanley's Bar and Grill, downtown Ford City. John, you've had one or two of those.
I have. I've been to Stanley's once or twice, and I feel like every time you go, you got to have a hot sausage, right? Or two.
Oh, I mean,
Tasty treat.
oh, the best, Jerry, the best. So here is the kickoff. Brock Miller boots it, and that will be taken about the 14. Oh, jumping on top of the pile there, out around the 40. I think that was actually around the 16. Connor Segola with the return out to the 40. So the Riverhawks will start with decent field position after that kick return by Segola.
Yeah, good return by Segola. 24-yard return, so 25 yards, excuse me. Setting the Riverhawks up with, like you said, good field position. So see if they can respond to the Little Indians tying the game up here.
Well, let's see what Armstrong head coach Frank Fabian has in store. Caden Olson running the show like a virtuoso out there.
Well, he's got a touchdown on the ground, and he's got one receiving. So
Yeah. Let's see if he can complete a hat trick here and throw a touchdown. Shuttleworth in motion. That will be kept by Olson. He's hit in the backfield and dropped for a loss. That was number 54, Isaac Nygren, in there for the stop behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like about a loss of a yard.
nice play by Nygren there. Wasn't fooled by the fake up the middle by the Riverhawks there. Stayed with Olson and was able to bring him down for a loss.
Olson in the shotgun has Patton to his right. Near side, we have Jacobs. Far side wide is Isaiah Brown. Shuttleworth in the slot. That'll be Jacobs. Oh, and that one's picked off. That one got up high. Jacobs could not haul it in, was hit as soon as he touched the ball. It popped up in the air, and Jacob McCracken, big number 63, comes up with the pick. Costly turnover right there by the Riverhawks. 4:04 left in the first half.
Yeah, McCracken right there on the spot as the ball went right through the receiver's hands. He was able to come down with it. So Indiana, the momentum switches back to them.
So just like that on the first play after the kickoff return following the Indiana touchdown. On the second play, you're right. Olson had that 1 yard loss on the first place. On the second play of that drive, an interception by big Jacob McCracken. And Flint looking for some room. We got a flag down there. Usually a hold when you see the flag come in that area on a quarterback run.
I didn't see a hold, but I'm assuming that's what the call is based on where the flag is there. But Flint was able to slip through there. Like blocking below low chop block, I guess.
Yeah, chop block right there.
There's the word, chop block. It's a 15-yard penalty, Josh.
Not to be confused with the chop chat.
Huh. World famous.
That's a 15-yard penalty.
Infamous.
So it's going to be 1st and 25. Ball back on
Peaks and valleys in the chop chat.
All or nothing.
So Indiana marching back 15 yards after that chop block. So they would have much preferred a hold, I think, in that
If
situation.
you're Armstrong, you want to find a way to get off the field here. I know it's 1st and 25, but ooh.
Well, the blocking shot the gap, and Flint fumbles. And it looks the Riverhawks are celebrating, and the Riverhawks have possession of the ball. Armstrong takes it right back, and I'll tell you what, give Dozick Zablocki credit on that play. He shot the gap and made that all happen.
Zablocki in there with the first hit. Retzer able to come in there after that with the strip. I did not see who recovered the fumble, but Zablocki and Retzer kind of got that play started. Armstrong answers right back with a turnover. We talked about the conditions, obviously coming into play here, Josh.
So a couple of fumbles lost and an interception so far in the first half between these two teams. That play coming after the 15-yard penalty for a chop block. So the Riverhawks going to take over at their own 45-yard line. So basically erase that interception by Olson. And the whistle before
I didn't see a flag. It's a timeout.
timeout by the Riverhawks. And while we have a timeout on the field, let's take a timeout here on High Top Sports Network. Thanks some of our great sponsors on this TGIF Solutions game night. TGIF Solutions, insurance for what matters. For Ryan Burns and John Bowser, my name is Josh Reckendoss. We'll be right back.
Like in October.
With over 40 years of experience, the fine folks at Steffi's Country Catering in Adrian can provide you with several scrumptious options for your next family gathering, corporate event, or tailgate. Make sure to try one of their custom meat and cheese trays or pick up a delicious Sunday takeout special. Steffi's Country Catering is a Leader Times Silver Best of winner 3 years running. And as the holidays approach, get back to celebrating with friends and family and leave the cooking to Steffi's. Sugar Rush Cupcakes by Tara are available by order. That's Steffi's Country Catering. Find them on Facebook.
Welcome back to High Top Sports Network's coverage of WPIAL Class 4A Greater Allegheny Conference Varsity Football on this TGIF Solutions game night. Riverhawks 1st and 10 after the timeout, 3:30 left first half. Olsen takes the shotgun snap, drops back, fires. He's got Brown right at the sticks. Brown forward for the first down.
Yeah, nice job by Brown there. Nice route, able to get open right at the sticks there and able to push through for the first down.
And I'll tell you what, that's not an easy throw to make, even on a pristine day, going from one hash mark all the way to the far sideline and hitting your guy right in the chest.
That's a good point by you, Josh. It takes a big arm on a cold night to make a throw like that.
Olsen takes the snap, hands off to Patton. Patton got some room. Good gain by Alex Patton.
I want to say that's Patton's first run of the night.
I believe it
not,
is.
It's only his maybe second, but it's been Olsen primarily on the ground there. But it's like, is that Patton that's dinged up on the play now, Josh?
Yeah, Patton coming off limping a little bit. Might be an ankle. And Caleb Retzer back in the game for Patton. We saw Retzer get a carry down near the goal line, but that was Patton's first run of the evening. Retzer going in motion. Olsen by himself keeps it. Tries to get through the line of scrimmage, pushing forward. McCracken comes in at the end and actually might have helped out Olsen right there. McCracken had that pick earlier. He's flying around, and he came into that pile right there, and I think he might have pushed Olsen forward.
I think he did, but I think Olsen just a little short, so it's going to set up 3rd and short. But Olsen had some daylight there if he could get by McCracken, so nice play all around.
So we have a 3rd and 1 here. Just about 2 minutes and 5 seconds remaining in the first half. Olsen sneaks it forward, pushing the pile. And that will be a first down for the Riverhawks.
You got to think at halftime, Josh, these coaches are going to be talking about whenever it gets to the point where you're stacked up offensively, hang on to that ball, go down, because these guys are, the defensive players are coming in looking to strip, looking to punch the ball out. So maybe a point of emphasis at halftime here.
1st and 10, under 2 minutes to go. First half, tied at 14, Indiana and Armstrong. Olsen takes the snap, fakes to Retzer, looking deep to Shuttleworth. He's got him. Shuttleworth, a diving catch down right at the goal line. Can't believe they didn't give Noah the touchdown there as he took out the pylon. But an excellent throw and catch. Olsen to Shuttleworth.
Beautiful throw, great hands, great concentration by Shuttleworth to look that ball all the way in. There they go, quick to the line.
Quick snap, Olsen backs in, touchdown, Riverhawks. That is Olsen's 5th rushing touchdown in the last 2 weeks. He also added a rushing 2-point conversion in this game.
Another player hurt for the Riverhawks, looks like number 3.
That's John Yancey down.
Slow to get up.
Yancey making his way off the field under his own power. But that quick snap worked to perfection again. Riverhawks hit a big play down inside the 1. Olsen lines him up and just plows forward.
Got a flag on the play there, Josh, too. Our cameraman Ryan Burns is calling a late hit. Oh.
So offsetting penalties right there. A little extracurricular activity there spotted by Ryan Burns. So the Riverhawks chance to go up 8 here with the 2-point conversion.
Gonna go for. I'm not sure. They might kick this one, Josh.
Well, Olsen is the holder, so Indiana's going to have to be aware no matter what. And it's number 23, Hunter Reed, to kick the extra point. Olsen will hold. Puts it down. Reed up and good. So the Riverhawks now on top by 7 following that 1-yard touchdown run by Caden Olsen, set up with the perfect 26-yard pass over the top. A diving catch by Noah Shuttleworth right at the front pylon right there. Big play to set up that touchdown run.
And Olsen and Shuttleworth have been the connection tonight. Really, both of them, with Olsen hitting Shuttleworth a couple times and then Shuttleworth hitting Olsen in the end zone for the second touchdown.
Well, Hunter Reed converting the UFP Parker extra point right there. We didn't get to see it. We saw a 2-point conversion. The first couple of touchdowns. UFP Parker LLC is an essential business, and they need essential people like you. UFP Parker's products are key to everyday life and are wide-ranging, including treated lumber, trusses, and building components, concrete forming materials, and industrial packaging. They need people like you to keep growing. Working there, you'll find coworkers who treat you like family, people who have your best interests at heart and make your career goals a priority. If you're interested in a career with UFP Parker LLC, you can visit them at ufpi.com/careers or call them at 814-316-1033. That's UFP Parker LLC.
32-2.
Here is the kickoff. Taken deep, that's Wilson. Well, Wilson had a big hole right there, but grabbed and thrown to the ground by Retzer.
That's a big play by Retzer right there. Looked like he had a lane to go there, Josh.
Well, Wilson had a full head of steam, no doubt about that. Retzer just grabbed him by the jersey and swung him around, threw him to the ground.
Make note of that play right there if Indiana doesn't score before halftime here. I wanted to bring up the point too, Josh, that Armstrong gets the second half kickoff. So if Indiana can not punch it in here, Armstrong has a chance to maybe go up, score here at the end of the half and then go up 2 scores if they can score in their first possession in the second half. But obviously a big minute 13 here with Indiana getting the ball at the their own 39-yard line.
Armstrong won the opening coin toss and deferred, so we'll have the ball first in the second half. We have a timeout. Indiana. While we have a timeout on the field, let's take a timeout here and thank a great sponsor on High Top Sports Network on this TGIF Solutions game night. TGIF Solutions, insurance for what matters. For Ryan Bowser and John Ryan, I'm going to get it right.
I'm John Bowser.
John Bowser and Ryan Burns. That's twice I've mixed it up. My name is Josh Reckengast. I got that right. We'll be right back.
Armscare, located at 85 Glade Drive in Katanning, provides the highest quality medical equipment, supplies, and service for use in your home. After an accident, illness, or surgery, the caring professionals at Armscare can assist you in getting the appropriate medical equipment into your home where you can make the most progress on your recovery. Armscare offers 24/7 emergency service as well as a wide variety of specialized medical equipment, and their experienced staff is committed to helping you or your loved one regain normalcy by providing the highest level of quality home care equipment, supplies, and service. Contact Armscare at 724-545-3200 today.
Welcome back to High Top Sports Network. Little Indians, first play of this possession. Going for that stretch play once again. Liam McFarland got about 6 yards. No, they're going to say 7.
It's a nice play by Zablocki there to eventually chase him down. Zablocki's been in on a lot of these tackles here tonight, Josh.
Yeah, containing that stretch has been the biggest challenge for the Riverhawks. They seem to have improved upon it as the game's gone on, but McFarland has a hole right here. Getting to the sideline. He's got some room. Shuttleworth, last man to beat. Pushes him out of bounds. Noah Shuttleworth saves a touchdown right there. McFarland, a big run.
Well, if you're Armstrong, you're not so much worried about first downs at this point, but you don't want to give up big runs like that. You're trying to defend the goal line here and not let Indiana get in those last 38 seconds here. So they're all the way down to the 28 though after just 2 plays.
And that was a 25-yard run there by McFarland. 38 seconds left in the first half. Riverhawks lead 21-14 thanks in part to 2 Caden Olsen rushing touchdowns and a Caden Olsen touchdown reception. Flint ramped up and smothered by Caleb Retzer.
Retzer has had himself a half here defensively, been the standout, him and Zablocki. I believe that was Gagini also that came in to clean it up there too, but Retzer was the first man there with a big sack, forcing Indiana to call a timeout.
So Indiana will take a timeout. And while we have a timeout, let's thank another sponsor, Gross Embroidery and Sign Shop. Gross Embroidery and Sign Shop is the official clothier of High Top Sports Network and is a family-owned company that can handle all of your custom embroidery, custom sign, and laser engraving needs. Located at 409 Ford Street in Ford City, Gross Embroidery and Sign Shop can create sports and career apparel to the exact specifications of your organization. Their laser engraving department can put your logo or design on glasses, tumblers, insulated cups, signs, coffee cups, and more. Call Gross Embroidery and Sign Shop today at 724-763-2461. I'm wearing some Gross Embroidery and Sign Shop swag right here.
Nice.
So 29 seconds left, 2nd and 20. Flint rolls out, and he just kind of jump throws. I think he was spotted out.
He was out of bounds before he did there. Tried to stay in bounds, but he could not keep his feet.
I think they're going to give that to Cherokee Schreckengoss with the push out of bounds of Flint. And another loss here for the Little Indians. It's going to be 3rd and a mile.
Yeah, Indiana's got to get the whole way to the 18. Right now they're sitting at their Armstrong 46. So
it's going to be 3rd and 26. Or 28, excuse me, I believe. Flint able to elude the first rush, hit, and hauled down by Julius Barnes at about the 38-yard line. So that will not be enough. That will bring up 4th down.
Armstrong has a timeout. I don't think they're going to elect to use it. Indiana's getting to the line.
Final play of the first half. Flint drops back, just throwing over the middle. Got a man down the seam, but a little too far in front of him. Shuttleworth was on the coverage. That was McFarland going down the seam. So 21-14 here as we head to halftime. As always, make sure to stay tuned for the Olsen Chiropractic halftime show. Put the microphone out the window so you can hear the band. Indiana band down there, as is the Armstrong marching band. So we will be back after the bands. We always love to spotlight them here on High Top Sports Network, an integral part of Friday Night Lights. Olsen Chiropractic halftime show coming up here in a couple of minutes. I will sign off for the moment. We will be back after the marching bands.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2021 Armstrong Riverhawks Marching Band Halftime Show. Tonight, for your listening and viewing pleasure, the Armstrong Riverhawks Marching Band will be recording for you this year's halftime show, 88 Keys, as we feature popular piano artists with Billy Joel's Piano Man and Just the Way You Are, Beethoven's For Elise, and Elton John's Your Song. Under the student leadership of Drum Major Emma Lindahl, Guard Captains Sienna Potosnak and Ashley Rimmel, and Drumline Co-Captains Ava Latanzio and Matthew McClafferty. Now, ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax, and enjoy the popular piano music this evening as the Armstrong Riverhawks Marching Band appears to be ready for their halftime performance. Drum Major Emma Lindahl, is your band ready? Armstrong Riverhawks Marching Band, the field is yours for performance. Promotions with Fur Elise. Up next, we feature our guard and recognize one of the most famous piano artists of all time, Sir Elton John, with a song from his second album that came out in 1970 with Your Song. To close our halftime show this evening, we go back to recognize another legendary piano artist, Billy Joel, by performing his lead single from his 1977 album, The Stranger, with Just the Way You Are.
Take it to the Friends of Barton.
Armstrong Riverhawks Marching Band. The Armstrong Riverhawks Marching Band is under the direction of Mr. Jason Vanesky. This year's marching band staff consists of Assistant Director Mrs. Melissa Vanesky, guard instructors Mrs. Tara Smith and Mrs. Courtney Eilers, drumline instructor Mr. Rob Reeves, marching instructor Mr. Jason Pagoda, woodwind instructor Mrs. Charlene Pagoda, brass instructor Mr. Pat Kavanaugh, and marching instructor and the voice of the Riverhawks Marching Band, Mr. Jake Danish. This year's halftime drill was designed by Mr. Robert Harris. Ladies and gentlemen, the Armstrong Riverhawks Marching Band, I'd like to thank you for your kind attentiveness this evening. Go Hawks!
Hey John, how are you? Buddy? Yeah, better when nothing to do Sunday. Oh man. Yeah, busy man. Yeah, these are conversations.
Darcy her daughter was something, she would do something like that, so obviously always have to watch
Trying to get some other screws.
It's a heck of an Armstrong student section. Nowhere.
Nobody has, I thought.
They didn't have anyone go to Highlands either.
Good.
Wow.
We were at that, we went to Shaler a couple weeks ago, called the Kiski game. He told me on the way down he wasn't calling the game because he was drunk. I'm like, okay. He said he was like, sniffed up to
The fuck's wrong with him?
What do you want me to do? He goes, well, I didn't meet that fun guy. Did you ever do a Kiski game?
Yeah.
He did. He goes, we'll call him.
Yeah, he did. He did
You
play
just,
that
you
fun.
just help him out. You just help him out. He goes, I'll just do the camera. He goes, oh my
God.
So he drove down the shit.
Of course.
I'm like, you want me to drive? Like, I don't care. Like, I'd rather live. Like,
Yeah.
You know? In the glove box. A ball. Every once in a while, we come to a stop.
What's wrong? I said a fight with Susie.
Yeah. He said, he did. He said, she's moving in.
Some sort.
Yeah. Nuts about it, dude. He wouldn't let me drive. Right, because he got the foot. Dude, I was sending you snaps of like that game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, talking to you and Shep about it. And I was texting you and Shep about it, and he said that Shrek gets everything set up, doesn't talk the whole time. So then everything's set up, Flem and I are ready to go. It's like getting close to like kickoff. He's gone like a good 15, 20 minutes. Flem goes, hey man, what's going on here? He goes, "Don't you like this shit?" They go, you probably did. You probably did. He knows that, I said. He comes back and has Chick-fil-A.
Oh.
He goes, Skyler has Chick-fil-A. I just went to the concession stand. It was at this point almost like a half hour. It was in my lunch. He goes, oh, I didn't take a shit, did I?
Yeah.
He was like rocked though until like halftime.
All right.
Concession stand, the bathroom's all the way over there. So.
Hello.
When you're ready.
Penn State guys.
You see McGinnis, give my condolences. Condolences.
I will. Oh my God.
You guys are up. All right, yeah. Are you ready to go?
It's run through.
There should be also.
Hold on, she wanted us. Wait, run through.
And that was the Olson Chiropractic halftime show here on High Top Sports Network. Olson Chiropractic, the official sponsor of the halftime show during Armstrong Riverhawk football broadcasts here on High Top Sports Network. Halftime just winding down, rain once again picking up. My name is Josh Schreckengost here with John Bowser and Ryan Burns in the booth at Andy Kosneski Field on the campus of Indiana Area Senior High School. Riverhawks lead 21-14 as we get ready to start the second half. Armstrong will have the ball first, won the opening toss and deferred. So the Riverhawks will start with possession in the second half. John, quite the display by Caden Olson in the first half, doing it all.
Yeah, doing it all and showing that he's more than just a thrower of the ball. Able to get a couple rushing touchdowns to go with some nice runs in general. And then, like we talked about in that second touchdown, Shuttlesworth with a dime to Olson for the receiving touchdown. So, like you said, doing it all.
Olson also added a rushing two-point conversion. So, responsible for pretty much everything so far.
Yep. Didn't kick the extra point, but
did not kick the extra point. Hunter Reed, the only other Armstrong player to record a point tonight with his extra point following the Riverhawks' third touchdown. Indiana on the other side has moved the ball extremely well, especially on the ground, John, and they had a chance to hit a big play down the field in the passing game, a costly drop, but Indiana is here to play, and they have shown that they can move the ball on that Armstrong front.
Oh, for sure, Josh. We have two playoff teams here. We talked about both these teams have clinched. This is basically a playoff game before the playoffs start officially next week. So Armstrong battling for second place, Indiana right there with them. Indiana predominantly running the ball. Like that one pass that was not able to be completed. Really, the difference is, Josh, Indiana has 2 turnovers. Armstrong, has 1. The tip interception by McCracken. That's really the difference. Armstrong was able to capitalize on that second turnover, go down and get a touchdown right before halftime. That's obviously big because, they have the touchdown lead. Now they get the ball to start the half. Can they extend that to a 2-score lead and then make Indiana maybe come out a little bit of their comfort zone, make them throw the ball a little bit more than they want to? So big possession here to start the first half for both these teams.
Definitely, John. We have some score updates on the other games that we have broadcast on the High Top Sports Network this evening. Freeport up 21-0 at the half. Ben Lane, a 20-yard touchdown run. Colton Otterman, a 15-yard pick six. And Parker Lucas, an 86-yard pick six. So that is the scoring for the Jackets. And at Kiski area, the Penn Hills Indians up 21-7 on the Cavaliers.
And real quick, Josh, I have a couple scores here. I have Highlands over Knock, 13-7. We talked about Highlands and Armstrong section, so that's another something to watch here, playoff standings. And also in the Big 8 conference, just for playoff purposes, somebody that Armstrong or Indiana might see, Bell Vernon beating Kingsport 26-7 at halftime. That's a battle for first place in that section. So.
Well, thanks for those score updates, Mr. Bowser. Here is the opening kickoff of the second half, and I don't know if that's supposed to be an onside, but it's going to work for the Little Indians. Brock Miller, number 60.
Wow.
Popped it up. The upland for the Riverhawks. Alignment, it looked like Gagini might have went up for that ball. Either Gagini or number 50, Cherokee Schreckengoss, both upmen on that side of the field. Miller kicked a little pop-up. One of the Riverhawks tried to catch it, could not hang on, and Indiana falls on it, so a huge play.
I don't know that Armstrong, it wasn't that they weren't ready for it. I just think it went right through their hands, and then Indiana was right on the spot there. So, obviously, we talked about it. Huge play there. Now, forget the first possession for Armstrong. Now Indiana has the ball and looking to score to tie the game.
Well, the Riverhawks defense going to have to stand strong here as Indiana starts at the Riverhawks 45. And that is Wilson.
Gets a positive 4 yards.
Gains 4. Head to about the 41-yard line of Armstrong. So Indiana going back to that ground game here. No surprise there.
No surprise at all. That onside kick there reminds me of Super Bowl 30, Josh. I don't know if some of our younger listeners know that, but Steelers went for an onside kick there, Super Bowl 30. If you remember.
Oh, I distinctly remember it. I was a senior in high school. It was an awful day. Wilson going to get the corner left side stretch play. He will have a first down.
48 on the tackle.
48 on the tackle.
And that is a gain of about 11 yards there for Wilson. Again, Indiana running that stretch play, looking to hit the sideline and turn it up the field. They've been successful. Riverhawks sideline to sideline speed, kind of leaving something to be desired, trying to get those quick backs out of the Indiana backfield.
Great call, Josh. More often than not, Indiana has been successful on that stretch play. Here it comes again.
Yeah, going to try it again. This is McFarland going right side. He will gain positive yards, it looks like.
And you got to wonder, these linebackers and D linemen for Armstrong, back-to-back stretch plays like that, running sideline to sideline, really testing their conditioning here.
Well, down on the field right now is Anthony Kalchuk. Looks like
88 made the tackle.
maybe a cramp. Connor Jacobs all down McFarland on that first down run. Looked like McFarland got about 3. I think Kalchuk looking like they're working on a cramp maybe.
Hopefully that's all it is, Josh.
Yeah, hopefully that young man is okay. And while we have a moment on the field here, we will thank another great sponsor, High Top Sports Network's coverage of the Armstrong Riverhawks. It's Manor Township Volunteer Fire Department, and they are a proud supporter of Riverhawks athletics and would like to wish all Armstrong athletes a safe, healthy, and successful fall sports season. Stay tuned to the Manor Township Volunteer Fire Department Facebook page to keep up to date on all their great fundraisers like ticket sales, gun bashes, roast beef dinners, and more. Remember, you can always host your banquet, reception, or other gathering at the Manor Township Fire Hall. Go Riverhawks! Thanks to the fine folks at Manor Township Volunteer Fire Department. Kalchuk is up, still walking gingerly, maybe an ankle.
Looks like
not
an
so
ankle,
much
Josh.
as a
Not
cramp.
putting a
He's
lot
not
of weight
putting
on it
any
at all.
weight on it. So hopefully, maybe just a sprain for Kalchuk. When we get back to action here, it will be 2nd and 7 from the Armstrong 27 for Indiana, driving, trying to tie this game early third quarter. Both teams, as you mentioned, in the playoffs, John. Riverhawks looking to clinch that first round home game in the WPIAL playoffs. Indiana looking to improve their seeding with a victory tonight. And we are back to action. Flint under center. Hands it off. And there's another flag. I don't know. That came in similar to that chop block, John, in the first half.
Yeah, we've seen this a couple times with Indiana. They're moving the ball, then they have a, I think you might be right, Josh. It kind of looked like the referee was signaling. See what the call is. It's obviously going to be a big call here if it is.
Penalties against Indiana.
Personal foul, chop block. Once again, you can't go low when a man is already engaged, and we've seen that a couple of times.
That's a dangerous play.
Yeah, dangerous play. And that's just, you know, you're trying to wait for a guy to get off his block and then take him low. But if he is engaged, you are not allowed to go below the waist. And we've seen that a couple times out of the Indians. So push it back 15. That makes it 2nd and 22 from the Riverhawks 43-yard line. 10:37 to go. Early third quarter, Riverhawks on top, 21-14. Caden Olsen, 3 touchdowns, 2 rushing, 1 receiving. Here's Flint out into the flat to McFarland, and he's hauled down from behind. That looked like Isaiah Brown making a great play out there toward the far sideline.
Yeah, Brown, it looked like Indiana had something there. That little screen had it set up pretty nice, but Brown able to show some good burst there and able to bring the runner down. Now it's going to be, what, it looks like it's about 3rd and 21 here, Josh.
Yeah, just a yard on that little pass out into the flat to McFarland from Flint. That's going to make it 3rd and 21 from the Armstrong 42.
Indiana
McFarland in motion, yeah. Handoff backdoor, Wilson. He's going to try and pop it to the left side, but he's wrapped up by a host of Riverhawks. That ball comes out.
The whistle was blown, I believe, before the fumble.
I believe the whistle was blown. Down by contact was Corbin Wilson, 32. Gagini came in there and laid a whack there at the end of that play, and the ball came out, but Wilson already ruled down. So this will bring up a 4th and long, 4th and 18.
Looks like Indiana's going to bring their punt team out here for the first time tonight. Try and down Armstrong deep.
Well,
punt from about their own, 39, 40-yard line here? Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, 40-yard line looks like.
Now Brock Miller, the kicker, back to punt. Listed at 5'11", 231. Not generally kicker dimensions, but Miller, a great leg. Fair caught.
And that's a big play there. Was that Segola with the fair catch? I mean, it's not easy conditions to catch that ball, and with the defender coming down on you. Obviously, we saw Indiana got the big special teams play with the onside kick. Armstrong able to hold them there. Segola just, a minor thing, but it's a big play overall in the grand scheme of the game.
So Riverhawks will start at their own 14 after the fair catch by Segola.
Yeah, Armstrong's got trips down here to the near sideline, Josh. See if they go with a little screen this way, maybe. Oh, other side.
Screen the other way, setting up Patton. He tries to get back to the middle of the field. Tackler around the ankle, shuts that play down quickly. Number 54, Isaac Nygren. Good play out there. Little misdirection, as you said, trips left. Went back to the right side, tried to set up a screen for Patton, but Nygren right there with the tackle.
We've called Nygren's name a couple times tonight.
Olsen scans the defense. Takes the snap. Rolls. Throws across his body. Nice throw there. Completed to Connor Segola. Going to be short of the first down, but that's a tough throw right there. Rolling to the opposite side and then firing sidearm across his body.
It was a very impressive 3 or 4 yard gain there, Josh. That was a nice throw. He had a couple guys out there, chose Segola. Able to pick up a couple yards to make it a 3rd and more manageable here, but still, what do we got? 3rd and 3 coming up, Josh.
Yeah, about a 5-yard gain on that play. Olsen to Segola. Now looking to pick up a crucial first down here. And we are going to have a timeout, I believe.
Indiana looks like
Indiana will call a timeout. So while we have a timeout on the field, let's take a timeout here on this TGIF Solutions game night. TGIF Solutions, insurance for what matters. For Ryan Burns and John Bowser, my name is Josh Schreckengoss. We'll be right back.
Shop and Save at Franklin Village is a family-owned, community-dedicated supermarket with a wide variety of quality food and friendly personnel to make your shopping experience easy. Stop by their award-winning butcher shop where you'll find the freshest cuts of USDA-inspected beef, pork, and poultry. Head to the bakery for the freshest bread and rolls, and don't forget to stop by the deli for an excellent selection of cold cuts, meats, cheeses, and prepared foods like their fantastic fried chicken. That's Shop and Save at Franklin Village. With over 40 years of experience, the fine folks at Stiff.
And welcome back to High Top Sports Network on this TGIF Solutions game night. 3rd and 3 right now for the Riverhawks after the Indiana timeout. Olsen in shotgun, takes the snap, surveys, looks, eludes one rusher, looking down the field, fires short, and that will be complete to Isaiah Brown. And I'm sure Isaiah's saying, about time you look my way. Had him in the back corner of the end zone on that one deep throw. I think Isaiah might have just jumped a little bit too early on that. He was open.
Well, that was a nice play by Olsen there. He showed some patience. He was being rushed, and 3rd and 3 there. I thought maybe he might try to run it to get the first down. Showed some good patience. Was able to hit Brown on the sideline there and get a first down.
Little pace for the Riverhawks, going quick here. Olsen outside to Brown. Brown back toward the middle of the field. Ooh, hit as he goes down, but Not before about a 6-yard gain.
I was reacting to the blow that Brown delivered there, Josh. If he, was hit, but the defender went the other way.
Yeah.
Bounced right off the young sophomore.
Now Brown, not an easy tackle right there. It's a big kid down there. Got him generously listed at 6'2", 195. I'm going to say he's a little bit bigger than that.
Might have been in the late summer. That's not where he's at now.
So 2nd and 2 here. Olsen out to Patton. He will find the first down yardage hit. I think both feet were out of bounds right there when he took that shot. No flag.
Looking to see if there was. Good to see Patton back out there. He was a little shaken up in the first half.
Yeah, got that first rush of the game, got about 7 yards on it, but he came off limping. So good to see Patton out there, as you said, John. That is a weapon that has come along here late in the season for the Riverhawks. Nearly 200 yards on the ground last week against Plum. So with a fresh set of downs here, Riverhawks. Olsen takes the snap, and he's going to take a shot deep, and he's got Brown. And Brown stopped a little early again. I think he should have kept running right there.
Armstrong sideline looking for a flag. I'm not going to get it there.
I don't think that was flag worthy. I think if Isaiah takes maybe one and a half more strides, he's catching that ball. Yeah. McFarland out there in coverage on Isaiah Brown. McFarland listed at 5'9", 145, so giving up some size. You see Coach Frank Fabian saw that mismatch and took a shot at it. Brown again maybe cut his route a little bit too early. Olsen with the overthrow. 6:23 left, 2nd and 10.
Strong right at midfield.
Yeah, I think we're going to get a false start here. Oh, no, delay a game, I believe. That play clock was at 0.
That's a 5-yard penalty. It remains 2nd down.
I think Olsen thought he could get it off there, get that snap off before the 0 hit, but the official said no, threw the flag, delay of game on the Riverhawks. Play clock started up again.
Not really a need for that, Josh. It was a dead ball, incomplete pass. I don't really like to see that if you're Coach Fabian.
So we're looking at 2nd and 15 now. Olsen back in the pocket, fires across the middle of the field. Perfect throw, a dime to Connor Segola for first down yardage.
Segola took a pretty good lick. They were able to hang on. But like you said, put a beautiful pass there by Olsen across the middle. Finding Segola, hitting him in stride right between right on the number. I guess can't be between something, it's just a single digit, but nice throw nonetheless.
Well, there were 3 Indians right around Segola within a 2-yard range as that ball was hauled in. So a great throw there by Olsen. Olsen again under some pressure. Got Shuttleworth. Another diving catch by Noah Shuttleworth. And a flag at the end of the play. Not sure if there was contact with Shuttleworth. Face mask, I think they're going to call here, maybe on that play. But again, Shuttleworth laying out. We saw it down here.
It's a great, as the PA announcer says, it's a great catch, and it really was. It was a great catch. It's a great throw. It was a really great catch.
So that penalty will go against Indiana. Personal foul and half the distance to the goal. So Riverhawks within striking distance now inside the Ryan Bowser State Farm red zone.
Kind of see, it looks like Olsen's feeling him a little bit here, Josh. He's got a couple nice throws, couple tight window throws, so heating up a little bit here.
Ball at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal. Olsen back design run, splits it up the middle, eludes a tackler. Oh, snatching ankles right there. Caden Olsen, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. 2nd straight week with 3 on the ground for the Armstrong quarterback.
Impressive little play call there. Armstrong uses Caden's arm to get down the field there, and then makes a couple guys miss on the 6-yard run for the, like you said, his 3rd touchdown run of the game.
So with 5:38 to go, Riverhawks now up 27-14. Hunter Reed in to attempt the UFP Parker LLC extra point. Reed 1 for 1 so far this evening. Looking to make it a 14-point game here. Snap is Back, Olsen with the hole, puts it down. Reed nails it into the soccer goal behind the uprights. And that makes it 28-14 Armstrong, and Caden Olsen deadly accurate on that drive, John.
He really was. We talked about how he was feeling it. You could just see once he had that one completion to Segola, he wanted to go again. He was rushing the team to the line. Very next play, he hit Shuttleworth for a touchdown. Or, excuse me, the big play to set up the 6-yard touchdown run, which came with the next play.
So Reed able to knock home the UFP Parker LLC extra point. 2 for 2 in that category for Hunter Reed. UFP Parker LLC is an essential business, and they need essential people like you. Manufacturing facilities located in Parker, Emlenton, and Clarion. They are currently hiring for several skill levels, from general laborers to assemblers and forklift operators. To find a career you can build upon, visit ufpi.com/careers or give them a call at 814-316-1033. That's UFP Parker LLC. Now Indiana has to respond right now. Line drive kick, ground ball, taken by McFarland and wrapped up quickly at the 32-yard line.
It's number 48, Josh, Lane Hepner.
Lane Hepner getting in there, and we have an Indiana player down right now. So while we have a player down on the field, let's take a quick break. Thanks to more of our great sponsors here on High Top Sports Network on this TGIF Solutions game night. TGIF Solutions, insurance for what matters. For Ryan Burns and John Bowser, my name is Josh Reckendoss. We'll be right back.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Ryan Bowser in Ford City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
With over 40 years of experience, the fine folks at Steffi's Country Catering in Adrian can provide you with several scrumptious options for your next family gathering, corporate event, or tailgate. Make sure to try one of their custom meat and cheese trays or pick up a delicious Sunday takeout special. Steffi's Country Catering is a Leader Times Silver Best of winner 3 years running. And as the holidays approach, get back to celebrating with friends and family and leave the cooking to Steffi's. Sugar Rush Cupcakes by Tara are available by order. That's Steffi's Country Catering. Find them on Facebook. Shop and Save at Franklin Village is a family-owned, community-dedicated supermarket with a wide variety of quality food and friendly personnel to make your shopping experience easy. Stop by their award-winning butcher shop where you'll find the freshest cuts of USDA-inspected beef, pork, and poultry. Head to the bakery for the freshest bread and rolls, and don't forget to stop by the deli for an excellent selection of cold cuts, meats, cheeses, and prepared foods like their fantastic fried chicken. That's Shop and Save at Franklin Village.
Protecting the things you love and how you do so is among the most important decisions you'll ever have to make. TGIF Solutions can provide you with the peace of mind by supplying answers to all of your insurance needs, whether it be home, auto, business, life, or farm coverage. Contact the team at the Shellhammer Atwood Agency today in West Katanning to be sure that you, your loved ones, and the things that matter most stay safe when it matters the most. TGIF Solutions, insurance for what matters.
Welcome back to High Top Sports Network's coverage of WPIAL Class 4A Greater Allegheny Conference football. Being helped off the field right now, number 51, Connor Burtick. He's up, so that's good to see. He was down on the field for quite a bit.
I hope he's
Connor,
okay, Josh.
Yeah. Helped off right now by the medical staff. Burdick, senior tackle nose guard, 5'8", 218. So hopefully that young man is okay. Little Indians about to get this possession started. 5:33 left in the third quarter. Devin Flint under center. Hands it off, got a crack through the middle. That was Harrington. Harrington has scored a touchdown in this game. So Indiana sticking with that ground and pound, John.
I was just about to make that point, Josh. That, they're down 2 scores now. There's about 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. But they're going to go with their bread and butter here, you think. No time to panic and, kind of get out of your game, maybe eventually here, but we're not at that point yet, I don't think, for Indiana. Oh, there's the ball.
That ball is still on the ground. It was behind the pile right there, just laying there.
Got it.
I thought Indiana fell on it, but they're going to say the Riverhawks have the ball. Dozic Zablocki comes out of the pile with the pigskin. So another forced fumble.
Yeah, it looked like number 26, Harrington, for Indiana. Had his hands on the ball, but it squirted out, and Zablocki was right there to pick it up. Like you said, that ball was sitting there for a pregnant pause there for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely a count. Nobody saw the ball, and then Harrington saw it, and that drew everybody to it. He wasn't able to grab it, Zablocki was. Huge play.
Well, once again, the Riverhawks take advantage of an Indiana fumble. And now Olsen can really do some damage and put the Riverhawks up 3 scores with a successful drive following that fumble recovery.
Brown down here isolated.
Well, he's got some blockers. Brown looking to cut it back. Following those blocks, stays on his feet. Stiff arms a man, fighting for the goal line. He will be down around the 3. So the quick hitter to Isaiah Brown on the near sideline, waiting for the blocks to develop following it, and then hitting the Jets all the way down to the 3, a 42-yard gain.
Yeah, what a play call there by Coach Fabian after the turnover to hit a big play on a short little pass. Like you said, Brown able to get some nice blocks, but also do some leg work there at the end on his own.
So first and goal from the 3-yard line here for the Riverhawks. Clock winding, 4 minutes, 20 seconds left. Third quarter, Shuttleworth in motion. Olsen keeps it himself, and another delay of game, I'm going to say. Oh, timeout.
Just before the delay of game.
Just before the delay of game, John. I looked over at that play clock, and it was at 0. I heard that whistle. Thought it might be another delay of game against the Riverhawks, but Coach Fabian's staff able to get the timeout call in just in time. And while we have a moment once again, I'd like to thank Shop and Save at Franklin Village. Weekly special up there. I mentioned the boneless center cut pork loin chops. Buy one, get one free as well as the Angus boneless top round London broil, $3.99 a pound. Fresh Atlantic salmon fillet, $7.99 a pound. Isley's chip chopped ham. Stop by the deli. Great selection of cold cuts. Isley's chip chopped ham, $3.99 a pound. Amish Classics American cheese, also $3.99 a pound. So if you want a ham and cheese, stop by the deli at Franklin Village. Shop and Save. One of our great sponsors here throughout on High Top Sports Network. Remember, fuel perks every day at Shop and Save. Well, Zablocki going to get that touchdown carry. Little misdirection there. The whole Indiana defense went for Olsen, and Zablocki just waltzed into the end zone for the touchdown.
A little sleight of hand there from Olsen. Faked the toss to Patton, and then Zablocki comes right underneath, and he hands it right to him, and there's nobody there. Zablocki walks in for the touchdown.
So just like that, the Riverhawks recover an Indiana fumble, hit a bigger pass play to Isaiah Brown down the field, all the way inside the 5, and then Zablocki walks in from 3 yards out. Hunter Reed on to attempt the UFP Parker LLC extra point. Oh, Olsen, way to field that snap and get the hold down. That snap was low and behind Olsen, and he was able to handle it, get it down for Reed, who bangs home the UFP Parker LLC extra point.
Now Armstrong stretched this lead out to 21 points. Just like that, it wasn't too long ago we were talking about Indiana starting the half off with the onside kick, the ball at the Armstrong 40-yard line. Weren't able to capitalize off of that, and Armstrong has really put their foot down here on the gas here the last couple possessions, punching it in to take a 35-14 lead here with 4:07 remaining in the third quarter.
Well, it was 21-14 when this second half kicked off, and it feels like a lifetime ago that the Indians got an onside kick off of the upman from the Riverhawks. It looked like the Indians might have a chance to go down and tie it, but the Riverhawks have struck a couple of times here in the third quarter. Now up 21 points, 4:07 left in the third. Tanner Stockdale back to kick it off for the Riverhawks following the Dozick Zablocki touchdown run, and there's a ground ball toward the sideline. McFarland fields it again and tripped up once again. Another great tackle on special teams by number 48, Lane Hepner. We've seen him a couple of times, John, really cut down McFarland.
Yeah, last 2 times he's made the play on special teams.
First and 10 Indiana.
So right now, yeah, I was just going to lead it into you, John. I said right now, you think you stick with that run game, you put it on the ground a couple of times, and now you're down 3 scores.
It's it's hard to say, hard to come out, or excuse me, you almost think they have to come out of it, Josh, because even if they score here, Armstrong's offense, we've seen they've been tough to stop tonight. So, but Indiana there with the run up the middle on the first play. So,
well, that was Harrington going forward. He's hopping. Oh, just lost a shoe.
The shoe came
lost
off.
a shoe. Dylan Gagini with the tackle right there.
Didn't want to have a wet foot there.
I thought he might be hurt the way he was hopping around. Nope, just shoeless. So Flint under center here after a 4-yard gain by Harrington on that first down run. Flint keeps it himself. He's going to get close to the sticks. Retzer in there on the tackle.
He's about a yard short, Josh.
I think that was Owen Kamer that got a foot of Flint there.
For Indiana here, you got to have it here. You got to have a first down on 3rd and 1 here.
3rd and short here. Flint keeps it himself, pushes forward right at the line. Gagini in there. And they are walking forward, so the sticks are on the move. First down, Little Indians. But the danger with this type of attack is it eats up so much clock. It's not a quick strike offense, as we've noted. Indiana's going to have to crease one here if they're going to continue to run the ball. Wilson in motion, takes the pitch left side, cuts it back. Going to get a good gain right there of about 6. Well, about 5, I guess.
Like you said, Josh, they're matriculating the ball down the field here, but also burning the clock up as well.
So a gain of 5 on that first down run by Corbin Wilson. And Wilson, Harrington, and McFarland have all run the ball well for positive yards. It's just, wow. That hit, that was out again.
Ball was out, yep.
Another fumble by Indiana, and the Riverhawks are on top of it. Forced fumble recovery. Dozick Zablocki, who else in there sticking his nose in?
Having himself quite a night defensively, but last 2 possessions for Indiana have ended in fumbles, and Armstrong is on the spot to capitalize, and really with an opportunity here to kind of put this one on ice a little bit here, Josh, you would think, or at least force Indiana to, like we've talked about, at least come out and pass if Armstrong can score here.
2 minutes remaining, third quarter, 35-14, Armstrong on top. Olsen in the gun, has Patton to his right. 3 wide receivers near side.
Hand off to 7.
Patton will take that handoff, get a couple. Brown and McFarland kind of going at it a little bit down here.
Words exchanged, a little bit of pushing and shoving.
Right in front of the official, too, so you got to play it cool right there if you're those 2 guys.
Yep. Have to fight another day there.
Well, as I mentioned, Isaiah Brown listed 6'2" on the roster. I'll tell you what, he is more than that. I've interviewed the young man, a couple of times this year, and he is definitely taller than that. So McFarland giving up some size, but certainly not intimidated by the Riverhawks sophomore receiver. Olsen didn't see anything he liked, so he scrambles out, got the stiff arm, Throws Wilson, stays in bounds. I think Coach Fabian would have wanted him to step onto the chalk and end that play right there.
Made a man miss, got the stiff arm, and then found himself there on the sideline and decided to keep going. But like you said, Coach Fabian would probably prefer to step out after you get the first down there.
I get it. You know, the way Olson's thinking is like, look, I got the first down, I stay in bounds, the clock keeps moving. I get it.
True, yeah.
But you don't want to risk injury right there. Certainly the Armstrong coaching staff would be saying the same thing. Hey, just go out of bounds.
I'm not really in a hurry now as the clock winds down inside of a minute to go in the third quarter, Josh.
Yeah, no need. Just wind that play clock all the way down. 8 seconds left on the play clock. Olson takes the snap. Handoff to Patton. Nowhere to go. Stacked up by a bevy of Little Indians. Number 54 for Indiana in there first on the tackle. That is Isaac Nygren. He has had a nice game on the defensive side of the ball.
He really has. So we've called his name a bunch of times. He's really in the middle of every play defensively for Indiana.
So 27 seconds on the game clock, only 13, or excuse me, on the play clock, on the game clock, now under 10 seconds. So the Riverhawks going to let it wind down. That is the final play of the third quarter. So as we head to the fourth quarter here at Andy Kozneski Field in Indiana, the Riverhawks 35, Little Indians 14 on this TGIF Solutions game night. TGIF Solutions, insurance for what matters. We're going to take a quick break here on HTSN. And we'll be right back for Ryan Burns and John Bowser. I'm Josh Regengoss. We'll see you in a second.
Gross Embroidery and Sign Shop is the official clother of High Top Sports Network and is a family-owned company that can handle all your custom embroidery, custom sign, and laser engraving needs. Located at 409 4th Street in downtown Ford City, Gross Embroidery and Sign Shop can create sports and career apparel to the exact specifications of your organization. Their laser engraving department can put your logo or design on glasses, tumblers, insulated cups, signs, coffee cups, and more. Call Gross Embroidery and Sign Shop at 724-763-2461 today.
Welcome back to High Top Sports Network on this TGIF Solutions game night. Olson looking down the field, has a man. Kind of underthrew that one a little bit. Shuttleworth definitely had a step.
He did. Shuttleworth had a step. That was an underthrown ball there, but defender not able to come down. Looks like Shuttleworth did a nice job to kind of play a little defensive back there to break that up. Armstrong taking a shot there on 2nd and 11.
Well, Shuttleworth does play safety on the defensive side of the ball for these Riverhawks, so saw that one, came back to and just knocked it away to avoid the interception. So 3rd and 11 here from the Indiana 44-yard line. Riverhawks would like to keep this drive going, keep burning that clock. Up by 3 touchdowns here over the Little Indians. Olson, again, shoulder fake, tries to get out of it, stays up, able to get rid of it and completes it. Unbelievable with 2 men hanging on him. Olson able to stand up and complete the pass. That will make it a manageable 4th down here. Looks about 4th and 3.
The defender was on his throwing shoulder, and he shrugged him off and was able to make that pass. That was about as impressive a play as you'll see from Caden Olson. Had that one to the highlight reel for sure.
Well, Big Ben-esque right there out of Caden Olson.
A little shrug there. Defender was off of him.
So they got Julius Barnes. We've seen this play a couple of times. Barnes in short yardage. The big man, number 73, takes the snap, plows forward, but he's stuck. I don't think they got it.
That was a high snap there, Josh.
That was a high snap. But give credit to Jacob McCracken. He laid a crack on Julius Barnes, and they're going to give the Riverhawks a first down. Armstrong sideline celebrates. So Julius Barnes on short yardage. We've seen it a couple of times. Had a couple of touchdowns on that play against Mars. Actually flubbed a snap in a loss two Highlands on that play. So Coach Fabian showing some confidence, bringing Julius back out there to run that short yardage, just plowing like the fridge straight forward.
He did good to catch that snap. We talked about it being a high snap, and then he was able to take the initial contact and plow through to get the first down.
So Olsen keeps it himself.
Yeah, they're going to get it's a little too much here.
Yeah, that was definitely a little too much. Olsen wrapped up and still kind of trying to twist him around there was number 56, Owen Clifford. I think that flag might go against him. 4 men on Olsen right there. He wasn't going anywhere. No need to add the extra.
You wonder how many more times Olsen's going to run the ball here tonight, Josh. Taking some hits here, and we talked about the playoffs coming up next week, so interesting to see what the play calls are here the next 11 minutes.
So that will take the Riverhawks inside the Ryan Bowser State Farm red zone. Once again, Armstrong in scoring position. Olsen keeps it himself. Good move. And falls forward once again across the 10-yard line down to about the 9.
One little juke step there from Olsen. He was gone, made a man miss again, and was able to drag some defenders for a nice gain.
That ball spotted at the 10. So a 9-yard gain there for Olsen on first down. 2nd and 1 upcoming. 10 minutes, 30 seconds left. In regulation, Riverhawks comfortably in front, looking to put the nail in. Olsen in the gun, Patton to his right. Olsen keeps it himself. He's got a lot of room forward and into the end zone, rushing touchdown number 4 on the night for Caden Olsen. He's also added a touchdown reception and a 2-point conversion. So Caden Olsen showing the legs, showing the strength, John, running the ball hard.
Running the ball hard, Josh, and the defender had him lined up at about the 2 or 3 yard line. That defender just bounced right off him, and Olsen kind of skated into the end zone there for, like you said, his 4th rushing touchdown of the night. Here comes the extra point. The Riverhawks attempt to make it 42-14.
Hunter Reed lining up the UFP Parker LLC extra point. Oh, high snap. Olsen able to field it, get it down. And Reed pounds it through the uprights and converts the UFP Parker LLC extra point. Riverhawks on top, 42-14, 10:06 left in regulation.
Oh, Josh, it's 42-14, but this game was 14-14 not that long ago. Right before the end of the first half, Armstrong scored a touchdown to make it 21-14. Been all Riverhawks here in the second half. A couple turnovers have been the difference. Indiana turned it over twice in the first half, but twice in the third quarter, 4 total, and Armstrong's taking advantage every time. They punched in the end zone every time Indiana's given them the ball. So that's really been the difference in the game, because Indiana was right there with Armstrong. He even had the lead 8-0 to start the game. So doesn't feel like a 42-14 game.
No, since that 8-0 lead, John, as you said, Riverhawks have outscored the Little Indians 42-6. So quite the turn of events after that opening drive touchdown by Indiana. Armstrong pouring it on now.
Armstrong's the type of team that they can strike quick. So when their defense gets them the ball back like that, they're looking to score right away.
Here is the kickoff by Stockdale. Again on the ground. McFarland takes it. And again, Lane Hepner.
Well, I think if we had a special teams player of the game, Josh, it would very clearly be Lane Hepner.
Lane Hepner, that's 3 for 3 on the last 3 kickoffs. McFarland has fielded them, and Hepner has ended the return with a tackle. So nice showing on special teams by Lane Hepner. And a great showing on offense tonight by Caden Olsen and the Armstrong Riverhawks. And yes, Olsen with those 4 rushing touchdowns and the touchdown reception. But tell you what, Noah Shuttleworth has had a great game offensively, a couple of big diving catches. And threw that touchdown to Olsen. There is Harrington.
A little extracurricular after the whistle there.
Well, we've seen a couple of those on both sides of the ball, John. Both teams getting a little chippy.
Well, I mean, we talked about it. Both these teams are going to be playing next week, and they're gearing up for that. So it's that time of the year, playoff season.
So Flint continues under center. Will hand that one off. Pyle moves forward. I think it was Harrington again on that 2nd and 4 carry. Well, Harrington will have first down yardage, so Little Indians move the chains.
And if you're Armstrong, you don't want to give up first downs, but you're all right with that because the clock's winding, Josh.
Well, Flint keeping it himself right there. Zablocki and I believe Kamer. Yes, Owen Kamer
65, yeah.
In there with Dozick Zablocki. Would love to see Zablocki's tackle numbers today because he's been in on a bunch of plays.
Yeah, a couple recover fumbles too, so he's been, the standout defensively.
Clock winding. We are under 9 minutes to play in regulation. Flint, handoff inside. Harrington again. And they are just pushing the pile, and that would be great if it were a one-score game or a tie game. Right now, not sure Indiana is really playing to win at this point, just trying to put together a sustained drive, maybe get some points on the board, do some things well.
Get some momentum going into next week, yeah. Absolutely.
So Flint will take it 3rd and 3 pitch out to McFarland, right side, cuts it back, will have the first down. Dozick Zablocki once again, sideline to sideline. Dozick Zablocki has had an excellent game on the defensive end.
Also scored a touchdown tonight, Josh.
Yes, he did. Walked right in from 3 yards out. A little sleight of hand, as you said, by Caden Olsen. Zablocki walked in for a 3-yard touchdown. Flint takes the snap. Handoff to Harrington. Again, positive yardage.
5-yard gain.
It's number 77, Josh, the tackle for Armstrong.
That is Rowan Miller, number 77. Clock continues to roll. 42-14, Riverhawks in front. And the flag before the snap, usually a good indicator of a false start.
It's going to be a 5-yard march back comment.
We talked briefly before the game, Josh, about how, we know about Armstrong's offense, but their defense has only given up about 17 points a game. That's where they're at tonight. And heading into the playoffs, you got to figure if they can give up 17 to 20, 21 points, they're going to be in good shape in the playoffs. Obviously, you're going to step up in competition, but, that's got to be the goal for Coach Fabian. The whole team's to about 17 to 21 points.
Well, Flint keeps it himself, and he was looking for that sideline, but tripped up. A nice tackle by number 48 for the Riverhawks, Lane Hepner. And he is making the most of his snaps tonight. Lane Hepner, yet another tackle, this time from that left cornerback position. Well, Harrington, it will split the crease, and Hepner able to chase him down.
That's good hustle.
So, I mean, right there, you're up 28 points, 6 minutes left. You can let a guy walk in right there, but not Lane Hepner. Giving everything he's got. Tracks Harrington down from the back, saves a touchdown. 1st and goal from the 5 now, Little Indians. Flint keeps it himself. He will be tackled short inside the 5, down to about the 3.
Guess who tackled him there, Josh?
Dozick Zablocki?
That would be Dozick Zablocki.
I'm just going to close my eyes for a play, and if you say guess who tackled him, I'm going to go with number 12 for the Riverhawks. So Flint lines it up. Hit as he hands it off. Harrington pushing forward down to about the 1 yard line. That is going to set up
Third and goal.
third and goal from the 1, excuse me. Clock right around 5 minutes, 10 seconds here in regulation. Flint, McFarland in motion, the handoff to Harrington. And he is in. That is a touchdown for the Little Indians. In from a yard out is Zach Harrington, the senior running back, strong safety, outside linebacker, 5'9", listed 195. Harrington running hard today. A nice game for him. And that will make it 42-20, clock just under 5 minutes. Indiana looking to go for 2 here, I believe.
It looks that way. They're going to try and been successful with it. Well, they had one successful, 1 for 2 on their 2-point conversion. So see if they can get their third or second one here.
And we will get a timeout here called by Indiana. While we have a timeout on the field, let us once again thank another tremendous sponsor, this evening's official broadcast partner, TGIF Solutions, the official social media sponsor of High Top Sports Network as well. TGIF Solutions, home of the Shellhammer Alwood Agency, is proud to be tonight's official broadcast sponsor. The experienced professionals at TGIF Solutions can assist you and your loved ones with any insurance need, big or small. TGIF Solutions specializes in all types of insurance: auto, home, family, business, farm, and commercial. Visit TGIF.Solutions to get your personalized quote today. TGIF Solutions, insurance for what matters. Special thanks to TGIF Solutions. They've been with us since the beginning. We'd call them a platinum sponsor, to say the least.
VIP.
So Flint going for 2 here. Pitch to McFarland. He's going to find it on the far side, front pylon. Walks in for the 2-point conversion. So McFarland able to make this a 20-point game. 42-22 right now. Riverhawks on top. Here's kind of where that scoring average gets skewed a little bit. You know, you're
late score, yeah.
Yeah, you're up 28 points, late fourth quarter. You got some backups in on the defensive side of the ball. Indiana able to punch one in and get the 2-point conversion. But as you said, right around 14 points. They stay within 14, 17, 20 points in a playoff game. You got to think they have the offense to pull off a win.
You got to think that. I mean, the offense is averaging, I believe, 34 coming in tonight. That's going to go up. And, you know, with that drive, too, Josh, a lot of time came off the clock. So Armstrong's not content to see them score, but you're okay with letting the clock run like that. You never want to give up points on this.
Right.
Looks like Indiana's going to go for their onside kicker, see if they can go 2 for 2 in that category here. Armstrong looks a little bit more prepared, more ready for it this time.
Well, look at the hands team. See big number 4 there. That's Peyton Olsen out.
Front and center. They kick it to him.
Rock Miller, the Indiana kicker, approaches right at the Riverhawks. It bounces off, and I think Indiana got it.
They did.
Well, both teams pointing as if they have it. Connor Jacob says yes.
So does the referee.
Well, underneath that pile of humanity, number 3 for the Riverhawks, John Yancey, coming out of there with the big onside kick recovery. Yancey didn't field it cleanly, but was able to fall on top of it.
Fortunate to get that one, Josh. Very fortunate. And that's all this stuff's going to, you know, onside kick, all these runs, Indiana, all these different plays. All this is going on to the tape for whoever both these teams' first-round playoff opponent is. So just something to be noted, you know.
Having a lot of success playing rugby, ex-Indiana players at Penn State tomorrow.
So with 4:54 left in regulation, Olsen about to start this drive at the Armstrong 47-yard line. And I believe we will have a timeout. Armstrong, that play clock again down to 0 almost. And we'll take one more quick break here on High Top Sports Network on this TGIF Solutions game night for Ryan Burns and John Bowser. My name is Josh Reckengast. We'll be right back.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Ryan Bowser in Ford City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
All right, here we go again. First 10 Armstrong.
Welcome back to High Top Sports Network's coverage of WPIAL Class 4A Greater Allegheny Conference Varsity Football. Armstrong on top 42-22 here. First and 10. Olsen keeps it, slides. Got popped a little bit after that slide, John.
He did. He tried to protect himself and go down there, but did, like you said, take a little hit there. He's going to be right about at midfield, though, as the clock winds. Indiana has one more time. Both teams actually have one more timeout remaining. So.
Well, you can bet the Riverhawks are going to take as much time as possible off that game clock as we approach 4 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Olsen takes the snap, handoff to Patton, and he spins off a tackle. Patton up across the 40-yard line, and he will have a first down. Alex Patton, a strong run right there. The entire Indiana defensive front stuck in. They thought Olsen had that ball.
That's Patton's best run of the night right there, Josh, able to make a man miss and then end up getting the first down.
So first and 10 now from the Indiana 39-yard line. Olsen directs Patton to his right side. Two wide receivers to the left. Segola to the right side. Split out wide. Olsen takes the snap. Handoff again to Patton up the middle. Patton will fall forward for a positive gain.
About 3 yards.
Important too, Josh, you know, to be able to close out a game. Armstrong's been able to run the ball in this game, but now you got to be able to close the game here with the run. So we see Patton getting the ball, able to do that right now. So looking to continue to get a couple more first downs here for the Riverhawks.
That was a gain of 3 for Patton on that first down run. We are under 3 minutes to play in this one. And Olsen keeps that one. Oh, makes a man miss and gets forward once again for another first down. Slick little run there by Caden Olsen.
Smart play, too. He got the first down, but went down right after that, stayed in bounds.
Well, the Riverhawks tonight came into this game with 312 points scored on the year. Hampton right above them with 333. So depending on what the Talbots have done tonight, the Riverhawks right now sitting at 354 points scored. So Hampton would need 22 if the score does not change here. That's Patton running hard, both hands covering the ball.
He got 8 yards.
Gain of about 8 for Alex Patton. Under 2 minutes to play in regulation. Riverhawks just grinding this clock down right now. Don't need another score, but certainly not want to put the ball back in Indiana's hands.
Yeah, one more first down here, Josh, would just about do it. Guessing we're going to go with Patton here again to kind of maybe seal the deal here. Winding the play clock down inside of 5.
Well,
Timeout. Flag.
Yeah, that was a false start. I thought I saw a little bit of movement there on the line of scrimmage. As soon as that whistle blew, Jacobs immediately threw his arms up because I think he saw it too. It was on his side. I think it was on the right side of the line.
Second and 8.
So 2nd and 7 now. Clock winding. Right at 1 minute to play. Final 60 seconds of this one. Olsen takes the snap. Keeps it himself. Nowhere to go. He is stuffed.
37 was in there.
Looks like maybe a loss of one or no gate. No?
You're going to have to run one more play here, Josh.
That was actually a gain of a yard right there for Caden Olsen. Final play of the game upcoming. And right now, Olsen can just take a knee. And the Riverhawks have clinched a first-round home playoff game with a 42-22 victory over Indiana at Andy Kosneski Field here on the campus of Indiana Area Senior High School. Olsen takes the knee. Final 4 seconds tick away. Armstrong Riverhawks already in the playoffs now. The fine folks of Armstrong County are going to get a home playoff game next week. As the Riverhawks come away victorious, really took control of the game in the second half, John.
Yeah, we talked about it. 14-14 game with about a minute and a half to go in the first half. Both teams kind of trading scores early on. Indiana actually took an 8-0 lead to start the game. Right before the half, though, Armstrong gets a touchdown from Olsen. He's able to run it in there, make it 21-14 and a half. Indiana actually recovers an onside kick. Starts the second half, unable to score. Armstrong comes down, scores. A couple penalties stall their draw. Indiana's next drive, turnover. Armstrong really put their foot in the gas from there. Took advantage of the turnovers. That was the difference in the game.
Well, I don't think there is any doubt on who the Arms Care player of the game is, John. Number 4 for the Riverhawks, Caden Olsen, the quarterback, leading this Armstrong team to a convincing road victory in Indiana. 4 rushing touchdowns, a rushing 2-point conversion, and a touchdown reception.
Oh, yeah.
Caden Olsen doing it all tonight, and he is our Arms Care Incorporated player of the game.
For sure, well deserved, Josh. You can see the Armstrong sideline. They're fired up. They know what this game was about. They know what was on the line here. Obviously, playing at home is a big deal to them, and they wanted to get that done. And plus, now a little bit of momentum going into the playoffs. We talked a little bit about it. There'll be 13 teams seated in 4A. You got to figure Armstrong. I mean, they didn't win the section, so they won't be in the top 3 or 4, but they got to be somewhere in that 5, 6, 7 range.
Right.
You would think, somewhere around there. Indiana obviously also qualifying for the playoffs, finishing in fifth in the section. So they'll be on the road, but in the playoffs nonetheless.
So the Riverhawks finish the regular season in 2021 with a 7-3 record. A year ago, during the wacky 2020 COVID-related season, they were 5-5, picked up an extra game at the end of the season, and ended up evening their record at 5-5, but a 2-game improvement. And more so than that, I think you've seen a big jump from Caden Olsen. Last year, known for his arm, making those big throws down the field, had maybe some more receiving targets on last year's team, but this year, really running the offense just efficiently. He's got more freedom out there. Coach Fabian and I have talked several times about how they've gradually given Caden Olsen more freedom to see those run-pass options and decide what he wants to do. And it seems like every decision he made tonight, aside from, a tipped interception that wasn't his fault, it seemed like every decision that Olsen made tonight was the right one.
I mean, that's a great point, Josh. And it's just, the running game makes him a dual threat. It makes it that much tougher to defend this offense. So, like we talked about, things being put on tape. Well, last couple of weeks, Caden Olsen with 7 rushing touchdowns. That's a lot to put on the tape. Plus,
he can still sling it. We saw a couple of times he made a couple big-time throws, and a couple to Shuttleworth, one down the sideline to Brown. He's got it all in the repertoire right now, so whoever their opponent is, they'll find out early next week. But they got a lot of film study to do and a lot to prepare for on their defensive end.
Yeah, and one thing that defense has to get better at, and I know that Coach Fabian and Coach Hooks are telling this team, will be telling this team during film study, are those stretch plays. You can't allow a team to hit that sideline, and then as your defense spreads out, you find a block here or there, cut it back, and it can lead to big plays, and we've seen that repeatedly against these Riverhawks, so they got to find a way to contain those stretch plays as we head into the playoffs.
Well, especially as as you go in and play tougher competition, you're going to see that's, we talked about being on tape. That's on tape. We're going to have to see that. It's something you got to plan for. That's something they have to prepare for and come to a realization on how to stop it. A couple times they were able to set the edge and keep the guys, runners, inside the lanes there, inside the hashes, but more often than not, it wasn't the case. So that's definitely something, you always like as a coach to, when you win, you have to have something to work on too. So that's obviously something that the Riverhawks will be working on this week while they prepare for the playoffs.
So once again, Armstrong victorious here at Andy Kosneski Field in Indiana, 42-22 over the Indiana Little Indians. That is the regular season finale for the Riverhawks and the regular season finale for us here at High Top Sports Network. Thanks so much for joining in on all of our football broadcasts these past 10 weeks, not only for Armstrong, but for Kiski area, Freeport, and Knock. Thanks so much for joining us all year long. Thanks to my colleagues, John Bowser and Ryan Burns, for their continued assistance throughout the year to make these broadcasts just that much better. Be sure to tune in to High Top Sports Network. Check our website, www.hightopsportsnetwork.com, and go to the More page, and you will see our broadcast schedule. Going to have some District 6 volleyball next week and some ice hockey, PIHL. Armstrong and Armstrong and Freeport both play at the Belmont Complex in West Katanning, so we will be broadcasting those games. And you can keep up with everything that we're up to on our social media platforms. You could search High Top Sports on Facebook, and you can find us on Twitter at @hightop_sports. Once again, thanks to all of you out there, and thanks to our wonderful sponsors throughout this fall sports season. Of course, tonight's official broadcast sponsor, TGIF Solutions, home of the Shellhammer Atwood Agency. TGIF Solutions, insurance for what matters. TGIF Solutions, also our official social media sponsor. Thanks to Sprankle's Neighborhood Market, our scoreboard sponsor this evening. Sprankle's Neighborhood Market, located at 151 McCain Street in downtown Katanning, is proud to be tonight's official scoreboard sponsor and is a steadfast supporter of Armstrong Athletics. Check out Sprankle's newly remodeled storefront and stop in for all your favorites, including the freshest cuts of quality meats. A family tradition since 1999. Be sure to stop in on Wednesdays for Sushi Madness. Handmade sushi rolls for just $5. Don't forget to like, share, and follow Sprankles on Facebook for plenty of great giveaways. And to #SaveOnMeat. Sprankle's Neighborhood Market. We can't do what we do without you. Come and see us. We'd also like to thank Belmont Complex in West Katanning, our opening kickoff sponsor for this evening. You can check out their website and their Learn to Skate and Learn to Play Hockey programs. For more information about lesson times, program registrations, and more, find them online at www.belmontcomplex.net or call Gary Monabel at 724-548-1067. Extension 3050 today. We'd also like to thank Steffi's Country Catering. With over 40 years of experience, Steffi's Country Catering provides sumptuous home-cooked food served by a friendly professional staff to make your next event worry-free. Ask about their grazing tables and 3-tier cheese ball cakes. Be sure to order some homemade cheese balls or try their extra fresh meat and cheese or pickle and olive plates. Sugar Rush Cupcakes by Tara are available by order. And be sure to check out their Facebook page for weekly Sunday takeout specials. Whether it's for a Friday night football tailgate, a family event, or just a fantastic meal, Steffi's Country Catering has food the whole family will love. Mention High Top Sports Network to receive a special 10% discount when you book your next event. We'd also like to thank Phoenix Physical Therapy, Katanning and Laurel Valley. Shop and save at Franklin Village. Ryan Bowser State Farm, our official Red Zone sponsor this season. Olson Chiropractic, the official halftime sponsor this season. UFP Parker LLC, our extra point sponsor this season. Stanley's Bar and Grill in Ford City. Gross Embroidery and Sign Shop. Manor Township Volunteer Fire Department. And Arms Care Incorporated. And they are our play of the game and player of the game sponsor. And we didn't pick a play of the game for Arms Care, John, so what do you think?
We didn't. We talked about Olson with the runs, but I think the play of the game might be the pass he caught from Shuttleworth there. That was like you said, a dime from Shuttleworth. So it'd be hard for me to go against that. The runs were great and everything, but I think that touchdown pass is going to be the play of the game for me.
I agree, and it was a momentum shifter. I think it really, really got the team fired up, got them the lead, and they never looked back after Olson hauled in that touchdown pass from Noah Shuttleworth. So that is our Arms Care Incorporated play of the game. So that will just about do it for us. The final sign-off of the 2021 varsity football regular season here on High Top Sports Network. For Ryan Burns, whose excellent camera work all season long cannot be understated. Much appreciated to Ryan Burns for going everywhere with me this season. And appreciate you, John Bowser, for the tremendous color commentary. Came with the manila folder full of fun facts and information today, and it's been great working with you guys all season long.
Likewise, same with you. Been a pleasure.
And that will do it for us here on High Top Sports Network. My name is Josh Reckengast. Stay safe and be well.